Okay, let us continue. Oh, slow right down for a second. No, not to continue. I should be saying before we continue on with. Well, when I say before we continue on with, I mean, yeah. Let me just restart this again. Before we continue on with the final case of the Apologist Ace Attorney trilogy, the DLC for Spirit of Justice. There are a couple of conferences I need to cover. Mainly all the ones that happened last night. I didn't have any chance to really do them last night, so I just downloaded them today, and we're going to watch them all in a row. So, Tokyo Game Show happened last night. There's going to be a Sega Atlas conference tonight, but if it doesn't go longer than an hour, then I'm probably just going to not watch it, and we'll go and continue back to our normally regular scheduled content. So yeah, we're going to watch Tokyo Game Show, or at least it's something I'm interested in anyway. So, 3 conferences today. Microsoft, Level-5, who are the creators of Professor Layton, and Capcom. We're going to watch all 3 of those, and see what was in store. So let's, think. So, yeah, before we get into anything, I'm just going to make sure everything's working. I think the volume should be fine. If it's not fine, then I guess I'll just update it when I get to there in the first place, but I'm just going to make sure everything's working before we get started. Let's make sure that's okay. It sounds like it is. Yeah, so as I was saying before, we're going to get into, there'll be 3 conferences today for Tokyo Game Show, Microsoft, Xbox, Level-5, and Capcom. We'll watch all of those. There's a chance we might watch Sega Atlas for next stream. If not, then we will be back on to the DLC case for the last thing, and then we'll finish that off and figure out what we're going to do. So I might try and, if I get some time, I might try and set up the poll for the next game, but at this rate, I think the next game is probably just going to end up being the Investigations collection. If I can get that set up fast enough, it means that while I'm not streaming, I can probably put up the polls and be like, hey, you want to see these games? You can go and see them. So that's what I'm thinking of anyway. So, yeah. So 3 conferences to watch. They're about an hour each or so, give or take. Obviously, we'll get into them one at a time. Hopefully the volume's okay. Hopefully everything else is good as well. So let's get things going. It's the best thing I can really say, honestly. So yeah, I don't think there's anything else I have to really talk about. These 3 conferences, we'll get back to our game content probably tomorrow, and that's about it. So I only got that one game to. You missed me by like 20 seconds. In what way? I'm like right here. How did you miss me? I'm actually live right now. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't actually know. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. I've only just started. It's okay. I believe Schlitz reached affiliate, didn't he? I saw that Schlitz got affiliate recently. Or was it you that got affiliate? One of you got affiliate, right? Because I saw one. I think it was Schlitz. Yeah. So have you reached affiliate yet, or are you trying to reach it? Because gonna be making some dinner soon, though. Hopefully that you have a nice dinner. Like, you might after this stream. We'll see. I hope that you do. I hope that you do. It's if you don't, we'll try and get you there as best as we possibly can. But yeah, we're gonna be watching not normal content today. It's gonna be watching. There's about a few conferences that I want to actually see that happened last night. So we'll see. Well, let's see if there's any games that I'm interested in for this. Yeah, that's the other thing as well. Like, the average will definitely help you out with, the average will help you out with that a lot. Like, you will, like, how many people did, let me, ask, how many people did you have in stream, when you finished, this stream? How many did you have by the end? Yeah, the average, updates every day, depending on if you've got 30 days of streaming or not. But, yeah, that's basically how it works. Because I had... The day that I got affiliated, I was at 2.8. I never averaged below 3 outside of the first 5 minutes. I had a peak of 22, and I ended the stream at 16, so, and I went for 6 hours, and I still only went over, it took like 5 hours for me to go over the affiliate goal, so Twitch is weird. Twitch is extremely weird when it comes to the average. You would think that it would have knocked me well and truly over, but no, it took 5 hours for me to hit the actual 3 average, despite having that many viewers for that long of a time, so, it is what it is. Once you get there, you're pretty satisfied, you don't have to worry about the grind anymore. You don't have to, worry about, what is it called? You don't have to worry about, like, keeping up an average. You have to just worry about, you can take a break whenever you want. You don't have to worry about, losing the average. The grind is pretty much over once you've reached it. You can just do whatever you'd like to do. Alright, the ad break's about to start in like 20 seconds. I'll just snooze it. Stream was super fun. That's all. What were you playing on stream, by the way? What were you Yeah, Snail's like I've seen Snail around. I believe Snail was actually in my stream when I reached affiliate, so I do have to thank him too. I'm gonna snooze the ads on my as well because we are talking for at the moment. Hope you had a good stream though. Let's get things started though. Let's you're playing Rust. I've heard of that game. I don't think I've ever played it. So let's get things started. Hopefully this isn't too loud. So you were here as you were planning what to do. Yeah, oh right, yeah, you were in my first affiliate stream actually, from what I remember. My 4.5 hours of just rambling. That's yeah, that was something. I feel a lot more. Right, what are we starting with? So this is Xbox's conference. We'll start with Xbox, go to level 5, then finish with Capcom.
Determine who you face on the battlefield.
Yeah, Panda is so helpful when it comes to this looks like the Snake Eater remake.
Is the mission.
Your mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov.
You mean the
Panda is
Sokolov?
is really helpful.
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
And then obviously Beans comes from Cat's streaming group who helped me out quite a bit as well. So you know, we're trying to organize our Discord so that we can like have a additional like because I already bounce around 2 or 3 different Discords. So if we all link together as like a big network, everyone's gonna succeed. We'll help everyone get there. It's
it will mean the end of the
definitely a lovely bunch of coconuts, that's for sure.
And then the age of fear will truly begin. A world war.
I'm gonna like. May as well just use up all these snoozes as soon as I get them. That way we don't have to.
Never lets his prey escape.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by Gru. Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Sokolov is a little gift from my new hosts.
Are we taking him with us?
This is looking good though, the Snake Eater
This one is
remake.
still just a child.
Looking forward to it, but
He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
yeah. We'll see how it goes when it comes out. I think it comes out next year.
Still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger.
We have a very good community, I would say. Like a lot of Cats viewers shared with like a lot of other streamers, and then we'll just bounce around each other. Panda's around a lot. He has his own like group of people that help out a bit.
Then who does?
We have another Discord as well, the Brotherhood Discord. That's also really helpful.
Sorry I'm late.
Yeah. Cat's really chill. She'll help out quite a lot when it comes to things. So.
Xbox 東京ゲームショー2024ブロードキャストへようこそ。
I met Cat when So me and her were playing Assassin's Creed Mirage. I was like one of her first couple of like followers, because she was just getting a lot of those art scammy people, and then she took like a long break, like a 9-month break off of streaming, and I didn't hear from her for a while, and then she started streaming every now and then, and we kind of just like I linked her to a couple of the Discords, and all of a sudden she got affiliated in a month, and then through that, like obviously like Photos raids and Struggles raids, you know, we met a few other people as well. You know? It's all a nice little bunch of you know, streamers and something just like to have fun and talk with each other, muck around in chat and stuff. It's just one of those things, you know. It's all about growing, and you know, she got to affiliate in a month, so I'm happy that she was able to do that. And we can help a lot of other people out with that too. Alright, this looks like... Wait, Overwatch? New Overwatch skins?
Why? Because I am here!
It is impressive, I definitely would say that, yeah. It is definitely very impressive to do it in one month. Oh, good beans, have a good dinner. That you're able to cook up something nice. Enjoy your succulent meal. Chicken quesadillas, nice. Yeah, that's the thing. So it took me 2 years to reach affiliate. The reason it took me so long to reach affiliate is because I started with literally no Discords, no like connections, none of that. I went from 0 to this. But because I found several Discords and I made several friends along the way, everyone helped each other out and it just bounced off from there. And it's like, now I want to do the same thing for others. Like, if I can even make someone's journey to affiliate half of that time that it took me, I will, you know, gladly help them with that. Like, it's one of those things. Like, we just have a really big community, a lot of supportive people, a lot of different...
Xbox no Fildes.
A lot of different games to play, a lot of different things. Like, it's not just about, like, reaching affiliate. We have a really good network, and we just really enjoy, like, talking with everyone.
From our creative teams and our publishing partners. Special thanks
and keep this in mind as well. 15% of people who stream on Twitch reach affiliate. So you are a part of 50, when you reach affiliate, you are 15% of the population of Twitch. Which is a big number. Like, to get to that goal is thing. Only 15% of people who stream reach affiliate status. So that should be a really big goal, you know, goal to reach when you do get that.
We have a terrific lineup of games from our creative team.
Because realistically, none of us are going to reach partner anytime soon. Just 75 average is just way too high. But, you know, once we get to affiliate and we have our community established, a lot of that is
Starfield expansion, Shattered Space.
A lot of that is just expanding on, you know, just doing what we do.
Expansion to Starfield from the team at Bethesda Game Studios, where the players will explore a mysterious new planet while they find unique weapons, spacesuits, and gear. And as someone who's played a lot of Starfield, I'm pleased that players in Japan will get to experience a fully localized Shattered Space, with the interface, voice acting, and subtitles all available in Japanese. In October, Blizzard will launch Vessel of Hatred, the first expansion for Diablo 4. Players will venture into a new region of Sanctuary with an all-new character class and mercenary companions to fight alongside, and challenge themselves with a new endgame co-op experience, Dark Citadel. Also in October, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 will be available.
Also, we have Pokemon in chat, by the way, for anybody who wants to play Pokemon as well. You can start by,
Set in the 1990s,
if you've never played Pokemon
Black
before,
Ops
you can
6
type in
features
exclamation
a
mark
new
Pokestart
campaign,
on Word,
incredibly deep
and
multiplayer,
you'll be able to start your journey. Otherwise, you know, enjoy trying to catch some
player
Pokemon.
movement throughout the game.
All of my Pokemon are
Reaction
free
to the beta has
in
been
my
phenomenal.
chat. I
can't wait to welcome players.
I don't try and catch them in my own
on
chat.
October
I'll catch them in
10th.
everyone else's chat.
In
So,
November,
yeah, you don't have to
players
compete
will
with
take
me,
to the
but you
skies
might have
in
to compete with
Microsoft
somebody
Flight
else.
Simulator 2024. Some of you
Need to
may
build up my
remember
bank
that when
balance
we
anyway
brought
for
Microsoft Flight
Pokemon.
Simulator to Tokyo Game Show back in 2020, the very first world update the team created was focused on Japan. The audience here has
Main reason I don't catch them in my chat is because I can't
we have
see.
more cool content planned for
I
our
can't
Japanese players in
see
the future,
how much
so
money in that
stay
I have,
tuned.
and also like how much everything
And in
costs and stuff.
December,
And things. So
Indiana
I
Jones
just
and the
usually
Great
leave it.
Circle
It's
will
not that
make
big of a
its
deal.
debut. The team at
You have a
Machine
rivalry
Games
over this. I mean, I feel like I have a rivalry too with several. Me and Kat were just going back and forth in the last stream about who's catching which Pokemon and stuff.
The world's
So
most famous archaeologist, using his
doing
wit,
pretty well for myself
his
with the
wits,
Pokemon game. But
and
hey,
more
it's
than a bit of luck
keeps
to
people
overcome
around.
his enemies.
Keeps people
And
around
like
in
Shattered
stream
Space,
to you know,
Indiana
because if
Jones
you have
will be
multiple
localized
Pokecatch
in Japanese.
streams of Pokecatcher up, I
Next
believe
year,
you get
our lineup
a
of
little bit more
games
money.
Keeps on going with Avowed, South of
Congratulations,
Midnight,
Beans, on the
Doom:
Wooper.
The Dark Ages, Fable, and more, all available on day one with Game Pass. I'm also
Alright, last
proud
news.
to announce
Last
that
news
on
of the ads.
November
So, basically from
Starcraft
like
Remastered
5 minutes
and
away,
Starcraft 2
it's going to be like a
will be
minute and a half of
available
ads.
with
It'll play
PC
each
Game
half an
Pass
hour or so. I've
and
chosen
Game
as much
Pass
as possible. So,
The Starcraft series helped define real-time strategy in
anybody,
esports and live streaming.
there'll be
And
ads
we're
every minute and a
thrilled
half.
that even more players will
every
get
half
to
an hour,
experience the
for about a minute and a
campaign
half.
and multiplayer modes from these two.
But I do have.
so
yeah.
enjoy the rest of the show.
Wanted to get rid of the ads.
Arigato gozaimasu.
I only need to play them, so ad block works. Or if you are wanting to subscribe, I also make sure that the ads are disabled for subscriptions as well. It is September. I wish they were my emotes, but then they're actually the default ones that Twitch gives you. For now, I'm gonna work on. I'm gonna work on some emotes off stream. I did ask Panda.
And welcome to
Panda is also going to be working on one of my emotes when it gets around to the lottery thing. So I will. I do have an idea for him to make a.
And thank you for joining us here in our motion capture studio.
Yeah, they're nice. They're really cool. For I like that they gave us some extra.
First-person single-player adventure.
I'm looking forward to this. The Indiana Jones game.
Greatest mysteries.
Sonotori.
Set in 1937.
Yeah, so I wanted to add some standard ones just to have something in the chat for people to use. I've got some ideas, but yeah, I have some ideas about what I would like to do.
We are very excited for our players in Japan and around the world to get their hands on Indiana Jones.
It's nice that they give you something to start with.
Xbox, PC, and Game Pass on December 9th.
I have some ideas already down. It's just a matter of actually getting around to making them.
And we look forward to showing
Same thing with channel points. I'm starting to work on the channel point stuff that I guess it's gonna be an ad break in like 3 minutes. I'm starting to work on the channel point stuff that requires a little bit more effort, so that's also something. I don't know, somehow I get the feeling Beans is going to try and catch that Pokemon and prevent you from getting it again, so we'll see. If I just yell out in chat, hey, there's a Pokemon here, then she'll probably come running. Like halfway through the middle of making some food, she'll come running into the stream just to catch the Pokemon. Yeah, I have a lot of fond memories of the Indiana Jones games on PC. I love the Infernal Machine, if you've played that one, Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine. Also the Fate of Atlantis, the point-and-click adventure game. I love both of those. So I'm looking forward to an actual, a new Indiana Jones title after Who knows how long it has been now since they made one. Currently playing the Infernal Machine. That's a really... I do enjoy that one quite a bit. I haven't played it in a long time, though. I'm waiting for my Tomb Raider collection to arrive, so I did get the physical copy of... I got the limited run edition for the Lara Croft Tomb Raider trilogy. The remastered one, so I will probably be playing that on stream at some point in time. I've never finished the... I never finished the first 3 original Tomb Raider titles. So, I've never actually finished them. I played them as a, you know, I watched my dad play them, you know, when I was a kid, but I never really got into them. But, the new Tomb Raider trilogy, I love those games.
Let me show you a glimpse of what I saw.
Wait, is this another 2D HD game? Good, I'll be, well, there'll be an ad in like 15 seconds, so it'll be about 2 minutes or so, but... This looks interesting. Thank you, Cuba, for the look. Hope that you, are enjoying, Royal. I saw that you're up to, what is it called, Palace 3. Enjoy the music, is all I'll say. Enjoy the Palace music. It's probably one of my favorites from the games. What is this? This looks really good.
Prepare to remake history.
Threads of Time. I need some more like gameplay to think if I would even. It's like before I would decide to get that. Or not. I decided now. Okay, that's fine. Just miss this because it's gonna block the chat for me. I've seen these games before, the Katamari games. It's basically you just roll around and grab as much stuff as possible. We'll have to add in something to say, hey, there's going to be some ads playing at the moment, and then just when everyone comes back from the ads, so I have an idea of when everyone's back, so if I'm not talking to myself, I'll figure that out at some point in time.
一款快节奏的5v5英雄射击游戏，在团队战术设计的基础上，独具创新地融入了卡牌系统，为玩家提供更多的策略性和随机性。
竞技类射击游戏它可能会比较偏公式化，那我们就想利用卡牌来让每局这个随机性更大。
I have no idea when ads are finished. I'll have to put in something to make sure I know when the ads are done.
并在落地时影响周围的敌人。
Like a message in chat to say that it's finished, just so I have an idea of when because it doesn't tell me when all the ads are done. It just tells me when they're playing. Well, I guess it actually, no, it does tell me when it does. I just dismissed the message.
说到强光手电这张卡的话，它的实际作用会类似于一个可控的闪光弹这样子的一个功能。
我们常见的射击游戏里的闪，就
Indiana Jones and Tomb Raider is definitely something I do.
全白顺时而为吧，直接做了一个卡叫做护目镜。
Fate of Atlantis was a really good point-and-click adventure game. I miss a lot of those. I don't make them as
类似的卡牌组合
They don't make them
这个例子
anymore.
还有很多，
Well, they make them,
比
but
如
they're
剑
not.
圣和龟背的组合，可以让玩家获得前后无敌的防御。我们希望通过这种趣味性的设计，带给玩家更纯粹的快乐。
I remember seeing this game before. It seems interesting where it's like you have cards that you can like implement on your character, and it gives you certain abilities and stuff. It's a different take on
声音元素进行侦查和隐蔽，帮助队友
Hero
掩盖声
shooter
声
game
响，提供关键支援。这使得 Sona 在团队中显得独特而具有战略意义。它的设计灵感来源于海洋生物在声音应用方面的卓越能力。此外，我们还很高兴推出另一位新英雄 Spider， 他能够带领团队快速移动，布下致命陷阱，或者将敌人捕获到自己身边，以进行出其不意的斩杀。凭借其敏捷和神秘感 ，Spider 提供了
As far as I know, I've never seen any other like hero shooting game have like a loadout where you pick like cards that can change the way that the character plays.
在接下来的 beta 测试中，我们会将测试范围扩大到欧洲、亚洲、拉美
I mean, you have to try and be different
并
with
积
the
极
hero
听取玩家的建
shooter
议。
genre
欢迎
because
大
there's
家来
just
体
so
验我们的
many
游戏，参与 beta 测试。
so many different things that I mean, there's so much competition. Atlas? Okay, what are we getting from Atlas? Anything? This might be Metaphor reFantazio. If this is it, I'm looking forward to this game as well. Comes out October 11th. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this game. It's a new game from the people who made the Persona games, the newer ones. So turn-based RPG, but then you get like a lot of other crazy moves. It looks like just crazy godlike god tier moves. Apparently the prologue is available now, like the demo, but I don't want to play the prologue. Like, you can play the prologue now and carry over your progress when the full game releases. I don't want to play the, I don't want to play the prologue of the game on stream and then, like, have to redo it again. I'd rather just play the game from the start. Like, you have returned. Welcome back. Welcome back.
光栄テクモゲームスプロデューサーの細井純三と申します。アトリエシリーズはですね、錬金術をテーマとした RPG。
Yeah, we were talking about Indiana Jones before, but have you played the Fate of Atlantis game, the point-and-click adventure one on the PC?
目指していたところになります。我々として一番大切にしている世界観というのはですね、錬金術が根付いている世界というものをファンタジックに描いているというところを非常に重要視しておりまして、それをですね、ユーザーの皆様に体験していただくことを一番重要視しています。本作はですね、とある大陸にあったアラディス帝国の謎を追い求める物語になっています。本作の世界観では錬金術は禁忌とされている術で、周囲にはですね、危険な術として認識されています。主人公であるユミヤの母親ですね、災厄によって亡くなっており、その謎もですね、本大陸で追い求めるというのが本作のストーリーになっています。
I'm really hoping that the Great Circle is good. How do I feel about early access stuff? Okay, depends on the game. Early access for multiplayer games and online stuff, I absolutely 100% support because it allows for them to work out all the kinks. And any bugs and stuff, and also balance the game better so that when it finally does launch, it's good. When it comes to single player early access, I don't really like it just because it makes it so that, let me give you a good example. The new Life is Strange game that's coming out this year, I believe has a 2-week early access, where you can get the game and play it 2 weeks earlier if you pay more money. Also, there's a wild buff raid in chat, for anybody who would like to catch that. The big issue with that is obviously spoilers. People who want to play games on the day that they come out and play them like that, there's more chances of being spoiled just because of the way that the internet works and stuff. I definitely support early access for multiplayer and online games, though, just because you need to work out things and stuff. But if it's just like play this game early and then get to carry over the progress in a single player title, I don't think it works as much. I just think early access, if you're going to do it, should be free. It should be free. That's the one issue that I think I have with it, is giving people access to a game so many days earlier for an extra cost. And also the issue with the early access thing is if you do it for a single player title, when you play on early access, the game doesn't have the patches, because the patches usually launch day 1, which day 1 is the day that it comes out, so that's a bit of an issue too. That's also very much an issue with, if you do it for a single player game, the day 1 patch is released on the day that the game is supposed to come out, not for the early access peeps. So people who play it on early access are playing the game completely with raw and bugs and stuff, so it's even worse. So I would, it's good for multiplayer. I just think that if you're going to do early access, that it should be more so a beta test or an alpha, like an alpha or beta testing, rather than everyone plays it early, because if the game breaks and is bad, then yeah, it's bad. Like, again, I miss the days of, you know, when games didn't have to have patches, and the game had to be good when it first came out, because if it wasn't, then it would be bad forever. So I think now a lot of laziness. There's a lot of laziness when it comes to making games now, I think, where it's like, oh, we can just fix it in the patch that comes day 1. It's like, well, why not make the game work first? Question mark? Like, that's kind of like how I feel about that. And also, I think, like, delaying games is important. Like, if a game isn't ready, just delay it. Like, people will wait for a good game, but I think the other issue is like, oh, we were going to lose money. Oh, the publisher is forcing us to release it. Something like that. It's like, I believe in delaying games as well. If the game isn't ready, don't release it. Like, and if your publisher is forcing you to release it, then that's the publisher's fault, not the developers. Like, you just delay your game if it doesn't work, or you need to fix up some fine-tuning stuff. Because I think you will lose more money if someone buys the game and never wants to play another game again, versus making people wait, and then, yeah, because again, a delayed game is eventually good, a bad game is bad forever. Like, look at Ubisoft, for example. All of their games come out the day that they do, and they're broken as hell. If you gave that a little bit more development time, a couple of months or so, maybe you could fix some of those kinks, and figure it out. Like, just do that. Take some extra time to think about what actually is,
It's nothing of significance at all. As if it's something that you can hold in the palm of your hand.
Take some time and care with your games. You don't think there's any saving the new AC? Well, it got delayed, so that's already bad. Got delayed to February. And then the new Ghost of Tsushima game got announced at State of Play a couple of days ago, which is pretty much just going to probably kill any hype that anyone has over the Shadows game. I'll still buy it. I'll still buy both. A Bleach game? Okay. I'll still buy both. I just don't have a PS5. So eventually I'll get them. They're just games that I'll buy in general.
But don't worry, I'll teach you. Observe well.
Yeah, they've had a bad reputation for a while though, but then again, this year has been really bad for PR. All the major companies have been really bad with that. Nintendo, Xbox, and Sony. Like, there's a chance that, like, the usual suspects, like Blizzard, Bethesda, Konami, all those sorts of things, like, there's a chance that those won't even be, like, the worst company of the year. Like, there's been a ton of bad stuff this year.
The unknown call to you? Do you believe you have what it takes to rise to the surface?
I think it's the cool thing to hate Ubisoft, but at the same time, it's like, there are plenty of other companies that have done worse.
Rich in resources and
this year.
You will not go it alone, however.
Like, look at the PS5 Pro, for example. Who in their right mind, in my country, the PS5 Pro cost $1,200. And that's just for the console. You've still got to buy controllers, you've still got to buy games, you've still got to buy anything else that you need for that. So it's like, it's a ridiculous price. And they're being scalped as well, which is not good, but, you know. Nintendo doing all their stuff with lawsuits, Xbox getting rid of game companies and, you know, buying up all these things and just not doing anything with them.
Konnichiwa to Tokyo Game Show and our entire Japanese Fallout 76 community.
It's like what they said last year, you know, all these layoffs and stuff as well. Like,
wanted to give a huge
video games are making so much money.
The Japanese
They're making so much money, and yet they're laying off people who make the games.
Playtime to levels to camp building, you guys have been an absolute joy to
watch. That's the thing. There's only 12,000 of those consoles for the 30th edition, and they're being scalped for like $4,000.
Incredible vault dwellers and camps we've seen
ton of money. $4,000 in Canada. You know, it's really predatory. It's really, really predatory, but that's just how the world has been. Like, I feel like the pandemic has really, like, changed people's look on things, like, with all the hoarding and the scalping, and it's really, really bad. It's really, really bad. It's sad to see.
So again, thank you for your continued passion and creativity. We love seeing all of you share it with us.
That's why I think they need to really, like, hammer down on the laws and be like, hey, if these websites are advertising someone selling this console for a ridiculous amount, they need to put that limitation on. So in Australia, you're only allowed to sell, like, concert tickets or sports tickets 10% above the purchase price. If you're selling it higher than that, you can actually be you know, charged with a crime. It's actually illegal to do to sell it higher than that. So, you know, if they can somehow get some sort of like thing on the internet for these sites like eBay to say, hey, if this is being sold for more than this amount, like, they should definitely make it illegal. Like, just, it's very predatory, it's very, scummy. It just should not be happening.
コナミを代表する RPG タイトルとなっております。今作はそのシリーズの1作目と2作目が一つになったタイトルとなっております。昨年の発売延期
It only exists in certain countries, but it's just one of those things with standards and practices. It's just like, you know, no one should feel like they're being scammed out of money like that. Granted, if you pay for that, you know, if you pay 10 grand or whatever for a PS5 Pro, it's like that's your decision. You know, still, if you keep allowing for everyone to do that, then...
お任せ選択をワンボタンでできるようにするなど、原作で好評だったサクサクバトルがより遊びやすくなる要素を追加いたしました。リマスターではそれぞれの原作の良さを変えずに新たな
To pay that much money for a console is a little bit ridiculous, considering there's still so many like other consoles out there that Like, I get that it's limited edition, but at the end of the day, it's still only going to be worth as much as, you know, it's got a limited shelf life, you know? It's not going to last any longer than a normal console would. And once it goes away, what are you going to do with it? You know, it's not going to be worth anything once it doesn't work anymore. This is like a puzzle game with furry Tetris blocks. This is an interesting little title though. Like, you've got to build puzzles with the pieces on the like a 4-player co-op puzzle game that you play as like furry Tetris blocks. But yeah, I think there's a lot of transition happening now. Like, a lot of indie games are gonna start getting a lot more attention. I think a lot of people might stop buying games and just stick with their backlogs. Like, again, like, I have a fairly big backlog, but I know people have a lot bigger backlog than I do. And I think that's what's gonna happen, to be honest. People might just stop buying games and just stick to what they already use this time to catch up on stuff until these companies decide to change their ways. Like, there's rumors going around that games are going to increase in price by like $20 to $40 because they're not making as much money. And I think a lot of people don't realize when they're making these games is that there are people that can probably stop buying games and have 10 years worth of games to play. Older games that they haven't gotten around to, stuff that they've recently purchased. It's you know, they could probably like stop and just, you know, stick with what they already have and be happy. I'm not trying to make any assumptions, of course, but like, you know, if I stop buying games, I could probably still get a good couple of years worth out of what I already have.
しております。そこはまだまだわい雑さが残ってっていうかこう、現代ほど。
Well, like what you were saying before, where it's like you said, you know, it's like a tradition for you to play the Indiana Jones games. You know, you're playing old Indiana Jones and Tomb Raider games. There's so many of those that you can play, and if you're streaming them or if you're just playing them in general, like, you know, you've got plenty of content there from just 2 franchises. Yeah, I love co-op games. And we'll be doing Mario Party next month. My sister and I will be will stream Mario Party, the new Mario Party game. We'll play all of the maps, we'll play that together. I mean, Valve already make. Don't Valve do stuff with Steam? Like they are already. They're already like the PC market's already so saturated as it is. But co-op games are definitely warranted. Like definitely local co-op, you know, couch co-op. I like those types of games. Although I consider when I play a game on stream, I kind of consider it like co-op or multiplayer because it's like, hey, we're all experiencing the game together. We, you know, like the lawyer game I've been playing recently. You know, we all have different understandings of how the game works and like what happens. You know? Yeah, that's the thing as well. Like I'm gonna dedicate every like Sunday starting from October is pretty much gonna be dedicated just to Jackbox, just for a community group kind of thing to help people network, have some fun, meet some new people, get to know everyone, do all that sort of stuff. That's what I want to do, just to help branch out some thing. But like again, it's like I was saying, even if the prices skyrocket, you know, people's backlogs are how big. They could probably just stop buying games and have enough to play for 10 years. Like, how many people are backlog gamers? Like, that just don't have a, you know, that don't have a lot of time to play games. They have a giant backlog. Like, I'm looking at what I have right now. I've still got 3 Switch games I haven't played. I've got a big giant list of PlayStation games I still haven't played for DLC-wise. I've still got a big list of other things that I have to still do as well. So I could probably like just stop and just go off of what I have.
다 죽어가는 행성이라 멀쩡한 게 하나
Lily
없다니까.
in chat for anybody with like a Lily.
괜찮아, 괜찮아. 여행을 떠나는 건 언제나 즐거우니까. 시작해볼까?
And like the best way for change to happen is, you know, speak with your wallet. If you don't like a game, don't buy it. If you don't like a, you know, a company, you know, don't support it. Like, just ignore them completely. It'll hurt them a lot more than. I think that's just another thing that's a little bit weird. Is like, if you don't like something, give it no mind, pay no attention to it. Don't talk about it. Just ignore it completely, and that will hurt them the most. Like, people were complaining about, like, Velma Season 2 got announced, and people hated Velma Season 1, and it's like, well, yeah, but the issue is that you watched it. Like, if you weren't going to, you know, if you didn't like it, just don't watch it. But a lot of people watched it, and they looked at the ratings and were like, well, this justifies a Season 2, so we're going to make a Season 2. I think it's just one of those things where it's like everyone's opinion has to go out about something. And the best thing you can do to stop something bad from happening is just don't pay mind to it at all. Just like ignore or just don't watch. Don't use your money. You know, buy something that you know, you actually would like to invest in rather than. That's what my advice is always to things. If you don't like something, just don't buy it. Robin Hood. Character's name is Robin Hood.
ユニークな見た目をしていますが強敵ですのでパーティー編成はしっかり整えておく必要がありますね。
It's sort of an interesting, like, little RPG. One of the characters' abilities was Lick. Which reminds me of Pokemon.
たった今新職業である魔物使いが活躍する場面をご覧いただきましたが、本作の新要素はそれだけではありません。それがこちらモンスターバトルロードです。ここでは各地で保護したモンスターたちで編成したパーティーで試合に挑むことができ、勝利することで冒険に役立つ様々な報酬を手に入れることができます。というわけで早速試合に挑むパーティー編成を決めましょう。スライムとアルミラージ、ホイミスライムを保護したのでこれでエントリーをします。まずは初戦、どんな戦いをしてくれるのか。
So it's very much like this is an interesting tactics game. Like
無事に勝利できましたね。そのまま2回戦へと。
I do like my tactics, like RPGs, tactical RPGs, and.
残念。ここから先に行くにはさらに強いモンスターを保護したり、今いるモンスターを強くする必要がありそうです。冒険をしながらぜひ彼らを見つけてみてください。
Don't have any more snoozes left, so I think from this point in time there's going to be like a minute and a half ad breaks each, like half an hour. So I've exhausted all of my snooze options for the stream. I can't snooze the ads any longer. Wait, that was Dragon Quest? Okay, I've never played a Dragon Quest game before, so
Minasan, konnichiwa. Xbox no Sarah Des. I am
I've never played a Dragon Quest game.
at Tokyo Game Show.
But I love
HD2D players and creators
titles.
around the world is absolute. And games from Japan and across Asia are a major part of that. From heartwarming indies to iconic studios to concept-shattering visionaries. The future is
so many games that I've played have been influenced by Dragon Quest though, so I mean I figured I would like it, but I just didn't know where to start because I thought that the numbered titles meant that
some of those upcoming titles in our
I thought that the numbered titles meant
Delta, Snake Eater,
they were like sequels, but
Metaphor reFantazio from Atlas, Atelier Yumia from Koei Tecmo, which is the first of the Atelier franchise to come to Xbox.
I keep getting notifications every single day about the pre-orders for the PlayStation Pro limited edition consoles. It's like it doesn't matter, it's already over.
Hard at work building
like yesterday I had a couple of people that were trying to see if they could purchase one. It's like it was just on constant loading screens. They're pretty much already gone. There's no way anyone else is going to get them.
And you can play Game Pass titles over the cloud without needing a dedicated console or gaming PC.
Not worth the stress of
it's all about giving you choice.
Not worth the stress of
going over
a thing.
PC and console to handhelds and smart TVs, and you can bring your games with you onto future hardware. And we are overjoyed to welcome more games for you to love from a legendary developer. Our partnership with Square Enix is stronger than ever, and we're delighted they keep bringing more games to Xbox.
Yeah, this is one thing I've noticed as well. Have you noticed this? Square Enix.
HD2D remake.
Square Enix have been like not happy with the sales of
on Xbox are more titles coming from Square Enix, including Trials of Mana, Legend of Mana, and Final Fantasy Pixel Remastered.
Final Fantasy Pixel Remastered Xbox, that's good too.
6. Let's take a look.
We're gonna play those as well. I'm gonna get the collection in next month as well. Yeah, if you haven't noticed, Square Enix has actually, you know, not been happy with the sales for their Sony stuff, so they're going multi-platform. So we're gonna start seeing more Xbox, more Square Enix titles on PC and Xbox. Because they haven't been happy with the sales. So they're moving away from PlayStation as well.
Hand over that sword. If you wish to save Fairy, give me the sword like good children. We've done it.
This is horrible! The Benevodons have awakened!
Evil! Won't let him get away!
Whoa! This thing's so tough! And it's huge! That icicle looks dangerous and powerful. I will show you the strength of my will! Take your punishment!
Get back! You can't run!
Oh dear. What does this oppressive aura mean?
Ever since that day you beat me, I've been getting stronger. I'll show you power. Right here, right now!
That's another thing as well. I believe Game Pass is a lot more accessible than some of the other ones are, I think. Okay, they're doing a good job of like the whole Xbox crossing with the PC market so that they can take advantage of that, whereas PlayStation's kind of having to catch up on that regard. Really got into the Mana games, the Legends and Trials of Mana. Those weren't really my titles, like the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters will definitely be something that I'm looking forward to though. We will play those on stream. I have, outside of 6, I have not played any of them, so I'm very, very much looking forward to these. We'll play them all on stream, probably in a row. We'll probably also do, you know, get the platinum for those as well. These are nice games. The Final Fantasy games are really popular as well, so that's another reason why I want to play them. Like they're fairly popular. Maybe I should do like a Final Fantasy like. Unfortunately, I reached like affiliate halfway through the subathon, but it would have been really cool to have like some sort of like Final Fantasy centric thing for that.
風の異変をきっかけに戦士たちは世界を守る旅。魔導の力をめぐり大きな運命が動き始める。
Definitely look forward to these at some point in the next, hopefully in the next month. We'll just see how we're going with time. Hopefully we can get a hold of it. So they are releasing a physical copy of the actual thing. So I guess that's it. Okay, I said that would be about an hour, about 50, more like 50 minutes. 50 minutes for each one. We've got 3 of them, so enough time to wrap this up and like talk about it a little bit before I move to the next one. I could actually load it up as well on my VLC player. Hello, welcome. Congratulations on the affiliate. Congratulations, like an official congratulations, I would say. Nice to see that my emotes work. Thank you for checking those. Congratulations. Yeah, you can get those emotes. You can get those emotes that you wanted. Emotes at channel points. Looking forward to seeing what you're able to do with them. You're doing well today. Alright, I'll pause it here because obviously this is just the end of the thing. But yeah, overall, like a really good. Oh, you've already made your first one. That's a. I like that. I like that one. I feel like I've seen this character before. What's the character from? I've seen this character in something. Or I've seen it around. I might not have seen what it was in, but I feel like I've seen this this sprite before, or this character. Oh, it's from Hello Kitty, that's where it is. Okay, now I remember, yeah. My sister was telling me about that because her friend is really, really obsessed with Hello Kitty. She loves it a lot. What are your, like, let's have a look at these emotes. Yeah, I like all these emotes. The Kirby eating the popcorn, that's cute. Patrick, yeah. The anime ones are pending. Yeah, they usually take a little bit longer. Did you make these yourself? They look good. I like them. I like them. It's nice. You've got some nice emotes that are coming around. Oh, you got it on Etsy. Okay. Yeah, they look good. They look good. Yeah. All right. Xbox conference. Got to see more Snake Eater. Didn't really see any gameplay. We got to see more. You come with gifts. What kind of gifts are you talking about? Thank you. Thank you very much for the 100 bits. Yes, we indeed love Bunny in this stream. Thank you very much for the bits. Yeah, I'm wrapping up the Xbox conference for now, but we still have 2 more to go. Snake Eater gameplay, kinda, but it was more so scenes. The scenes look good. Looking forward to when the game comes out. They haven't really given us a date yet for that either. Metaphor reFantazio, obviously that looks really, really good. Credits Persona. The attack moves look really, really overpowered and really, really, like, godlike. I'm looking forward to streaming that at some point. They showed off more Dragon Quest stuff. I've never played a Dragon Quest game. Looking forward to those quite a bit. And then also, what was the other game that I can't even read my own handwriting, you know? You've got to go now? Okay. No problem. Have a good rest, sleep. Yeah. Have a good time zone. Enjoy your rest of your day, night, whatever you're doing. Enjoy. Happy time zone, everyone, I should say. Thank you for stopping by, though. I much appreciated. We actually, I guess this is a good point for me to actually move on to the next stream. But thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for showing off your emotes. And once again, Mallow, congratulations on your affiliate. Like, well deserved. Well deserved. Alright, let's load up the next one. Minimal interface off. Load up the media thing. Yeah, looking forward to seeing how you're able to grow on your your channel and stuff. Like so Pichu in chat. Anybody wants the Pichu? Last minute Pichu. 90 seconds in the chat. You only have to stay for another 90 seconds. You might be able to get that free Pokemon. No one else in chat's in. No, you might be that one lucky person to get that Pokemon in chat. You only have to stay for 90 seconds. Alright, let's load up the next one. Oh, I just realized this is going to, yeah, never mind. Can I tempt you in sticking around for 90 more seconds for a free Pichu? Alright, we'll start with level 5, and then we'll continue from there. But, you know, again, really solid Xbox conference, I would say. Like, a few games I was interested in, a couple other things as well. I really liked it, so let's see what level 5 is. So if you're not, nobody knows who level 5 are, they are the creators behind the Professor Layton games. I also forgot to pause this. They created the Professor Layton titles, so those games are... I'm looking forward to those a lot, so let's just go and load this up here. So, no one got the Pichu, it's okay. Alright, let's continue. So, yeah, should be playing at the moment. I hope. Yes? No? Oh, it is playing, okay. Alright. Next conference, and then we'll give him our thoughts on that, and then we'll move on to the next conference after that. So they are going to show off Professor Layton. That is good. I'm happy that we're going to see Professor Layton. I want to see some gameplay. I want to see a release date. I want to see something. Please show us something for Professor Layton. I love these games. I've never played a Professor Layton game on stream before. I would love to have a collection or like play, you know, thing. But I really want to play the Professor Layton games on stream because they're fun little puzzles that everyone can like contribute to and stuff like that. So. Maybe I should have actually, like, skipped over this part, but, like, just saw it get changed, so I think, okay, we'll just, like, let it play out, and anyway, it's fine. So it looks like they're showing off at least 3 games today, but, I'm hyped for Professor Layton, seeing that there now. Maybe I should have actually just skipped this, but it should be okay. What did I actually write here? I can't even figure out what I wrote here. I can't even read my own handwriting. Oh, that was what it was. It was the Final Fantasy Pixel Remasters. That's right. The other thing I forgot to mention about the Final Fantasy Pixel Remasters coming to Xbox, but obviously we'll be playing them on PlayStation when they come in October later this year. So yes, a lot of stuff in October. Okay, why is this not skipped over to the thing yet? I'm not really sure why. Maybe I should have actually just skipped it. Hang on. I should have skipped it. How far am I waiting for this? Oh yeah, never mind. I should have just skipped, like... Could have saved some time by just not... Should have just skipped right to this. I thought that I was going to start with something else. Like, nope, it's actually not. Well, I guess in this case I could have actually probably just like kept talking about what I was going to do anyway with the latent stuff, but it's fine. Wait, we have a VTuber?
Good evening, everyone. It's Tokyo Game Show 2024. Now we want to start
this is
the beginning
different.
of Level-5's official program. I am your MC. My name is Daisuke. Nice to meet you everyone again. So in this program, we are going to play three titles
just,
which are demonstrated by Level-5 at Tokyo Game Show 2024, such as Fantasy Life, The Golf Who Steals Time, Professor Layton, and the New World of Stream, and Inuzama 11. So that we can introduce those three games to the audience.
Well, at least they're saying introduces, because the last thing we got for Layton was just a short little trailer, so... because this is level 5, usually three games in 50 minutes, usually they are showing off a lot of gameplay or something else, so...
This is my motto. In fact,
hopefully we have some idea
I couldn't wait for
about
this
what we're gonna do.
program. I went to TGS before this, and I played like Inuzama 11 and other games at Level-5's booth already. Wow. Because I couldn't wait, but again, I want to more fun at this program. Good. And the next guest is voice actress Mayu Yoshioka. Thank you very much for introducing me as I put my introduction at the exact count. So I plays the role of Shinohara Raika in Inuzama 11. I also have many other things to do as my job. Good. Again, as one Level 5 fan, I came here to have
I think
fun.
I'll,
Today,
considering all these conferences tend to be about 50 minutes, I'm guessing the Sega one's also like 50 minutes, so we probably won't do the Sega Atlas one.
So
that happens tonight. So I will probably just go back to our regularly scheduled content tomorrow. And once we finish that game off, we're probably going to take a short little break just to set up the next game.
Demonstrated at TGS and challenge yourself for 3 missions.
Then we'll be back to that for a little bit. I'm hoping in that time I'm able to somehow work on the polls.
And viewers.
At the moment, I'm still working on some channel point stuff, but I do want the polls to exist so that people can start voting on which games they would like me to play out of the list that I have.
You need to challenge yourselves for missions. Once you clear missions, as you see here, these desktop wireless chargers would be given to viewers based on lottery. Wow, this is cute. I want to get it. Yes. This is very nice design. If you clear more, then more viewers would have opportunity to be a winner. And if you clear all of 3 missions, then 3 of us can get this present too. Oh, otherwise we cannot get it? No. By the way, I am your MC, so I wouldn't play the game. So whether I can get the present or not depends on your performance. So it depends on how hard you work. Wow, I have a very big pressure. Please support me a lot, of course. So specific missions can be given to you at each title. Also, you can apply for this present by reposting post already available in Level-5 public X account at 12. If you have not done that yet, please encourage yourself. Okay.
Let's move on to the first title. Yoshioka-san, please. Yes. Fantasy Life I, The Girl Who Steals Time. The background is great. This title is a very new title in Fantasy Life series, and you are a resident in fantasy world and you have freedom. and you will go to a one curious, mysterious island by following the dragon fossil, and you craft your own town and take an adventure, and you find your own life. And this is the largest open world. And with a demo at Tokyo Game Show, at part of the field, you can see the demo. In addition to that, parkour action, moving around on a vehicle, quick life change, there are so many new elements. So, thank you for waiting. Let's play the game. I want to ask Ichijo-san to play Fantasy Life I. This is the mission. What? Please take down Dekamorokoshi. Yay.
Yeah, so this is another thing I like about the
Is 2?
Level 5 conferences, is that like they will only have to show a couple of games, but they usually show you like actual gameplay stuff, and then they actually do things in the game. So it's not just
Are you ready?
For the most part, it's like that, which is because it's a smaller studio.
But the Tomatsu, I'll do my best. Okay, let's start. Pretty. I see it. Very pretty. Yurika-chan's doing it? Yes. Very cute. Right. Dekamorokoshi is further down on the map. Well, not just go straight there. Let's see around before we get there. I can get on the cliff. I want to try how cool. I can hang on to the cliff and I can get on the cliff. Really cute. This parkour action. I can jump. Nice rhythm.
I like how they say parkour action, and it's like you're just doing a normal jump in the
nostalgic.
game. It's like, yeah, that's not even like close to anything parkour.
Bear. Sheep? Are they sheep? Okay, I'll beat them. Oh, you're beating Bay? Yes, it was quick. What did you do? They were very cute. So, you're a good game player. Of course, you have to beat them. I see bones. Lirika-san, can you press L button? Oh, cute! This is one of the new elements called mount. Wow, I'm riding on a horse. This is a horse this time. So there are different ways to move around. In the old video, I saw other animals, so I was expecting some animals. I see a human being here. Hello. This is a dragon's area. You'll be beaten up if you're not thinking. Do you want to go further? I was also looking for a strong enemy. I can go along. Whoa! Buddy, that's great. Oh, following me? That's great. What's going to happen to Glenn if I get on a ride horse? I'm going to leave Glenn.
I was gonna say, that's a treasure chest. They're chasing.
He's fighting. Glenn's following me. We hope so. What is this tree? I saw Glenn. That's great. Quick life change. If we get close to tree, mine, or fish, I'll have a auto change. This is a new element. You can change life very easily. Here, maybe? Right? I see a surprise. Where? 103? Here. I'll do it more. Critical points. I see critical points. How about this? Angel tree. Angel tree looks like a good tree. Sorry, I couldn't help it. But it helped me move up on
I
the
don't really
level.
think this game's all that interesting, to be honest. It just
Somebody's
looks like you just
chasing
go
me.
around and just
I'll
like
get on a
fight a bunch of
horse.
creatures around all over the place. I
Following.
don't really get the
It's
point of this.
fighting.
I don't really get the point of this game.
I've seen it before. If you know the
Is it just like an in general like going around
Enemy
fighting stuff?
dragon.
Yeah, good luck trying to fight the dragon.
Fight with it. Looks strong. If you have experiences, you know.
Suikoden, I haven't seen one of those.
Enemy dragon's really strong. Very, very strong. Run away, run away. That's dangerous. Can I run away? Yes, yes. If you come to the game show, please try it. Okay, I'll do this. I'll do this. That was scary. I cannot go further. There is a... We have to get there. I have to find... This way. Okay, got it. I see Morokoshi. You don't have much energy left, really? Are you going to fight? Because I'm a game player. I have to show my strong will. Gren's quite strong. Looking good. Looking good. I'll beat them up.
Yeah, it just looks like you
did
go
it.
around
It was
fighting
close,
creatures
but
and
I
then you.
did it.
I don't know what the. I do not know what the purpose of this game is.
Congratulations.
It just feels like here's this giant open
Yay.
world where you go and just fight something.
Okay, thank you very much for playing that. Thank you. That was great. You cleared the mission. So, we will give away 11 tabletop wireless chargers. I worked hard for you. Yes. Keep up your good job. Okay.
So let's go to the next game. The next title is this.
Okay, finally, we're getting into some
Professor Layton and the
Layton
New World
game.
of Steam.
Let's see what if they're gonna show off something for this.
Oh, look at the background. It's different. Yes, this game.
Okay.
Was
Save information
only
we can get.
after the series third, Professor Layton and the Unwound Future.
Okay, so
the story starts when Professor Layton received a letter from Luke in the US. Steam Bison is the new place for the adventure, where rapid growth is achieved by Steam Engine, but the place is not in the UK, but in the US. According to the latest PV,
Okay, US instead.
you can
okay.
find hint coin using hint coin detection mode, or you can see a ghost gunman, so-called King Gunman Joe. I know everyone's looking for this latest game. Yoshioka-san, you love Layton, right? Yes. At the last TGS last year, so there was a Professor Layton stage. So after I finished my performance, I quickly changed my clothes to go and see it. I really love it. Yes. The first one, Mysterious Town. I decided to collect all the coins. That is why I still remember it. I know there's so many things to have fun for. I believe that you can show a very great performance. So this is, I know, Yoshioka-san, you want to play this based on your rich experience. So this is your mission. Solve a mystery within 5 minutes. 5 minutes is good time.
Why does Luke look?
Can I make it?
Luke's eyes look weird.
In the
I don't know why
demonstration game,
Luke's
Professor
eyes look
Layton,
like they're being hollowed
Professor
out.
Layton and Luke would explore Steam Bison, and they would visit a workshop of a person, so-called Egg Muffin. In TGS, you can try 3 mysteries, but if we do that, then people would understand how to solve them. So we want to try one of them within 5 minutes. Okay, Yoshioka-san, how do you feel? Yeah, I work very hard, so definitely I want to utilize my experience to do best performance at this. So let's stop the game. Okay, let me start it. So this is fiction, right? Oh. The graphic is great.
Oh, okay. We're getting. I'm trying to. Was that? I thought for a second that was anime, but anime like cutscene. But no, this is actual like they're all 3D. Like I don't like Luke's eyes. Luke's eyes look like they've been like hollowed out. He needs to have smaller. Is it pupil? Is the pupil? His eyes don't look right to me.
It's been a year.
They need to be smaller.
Right.
But yeah, this is like the
this
scenes
gap
are all in
terms
3D
of
now.
the height between these two figures. So again, the visual is so clear and beautiful.
Okay, so now we get a. Usually you're on a set stuck screen.
Nostalgic. At the back, that is the same.
It's looking good.
Yes, this is the
Game's looking
same
good.
air, but still something new. This is nice fit.
Better searching function
Okay,
now.
so there's so many characters.
talk to-
I see callouts. I could speak to this person, right?
Yeah, this is definitely so. If you haven't played a Professor Layton game, usually it's like how it was in the older Phoenix Wright titles, where it's a 2D
What I
like
do.
thing. This is all 3D sprites as well.
I like these interactions. So Luke has grown up, yes. What? So he's a merchandiser. Okay, Professor Layton is an adult, yes. He looks cool. This conversation is nice. Oh, that nickname was given. Again, Professor Luke is so calm because he's grown up.
Yeah, they need to change Luke's eyes. They definitely need to choose something. Reduce
Now
the
you
black
have more space for
the black part of the eye down so it
exploration.
doesn't look as.
You can select arrow icon to find something new. That means that you can walk, right? Yes. Let's walk in. What? What, Luke? Oh, Luke has grown up too.
He looks a little bit older than what I remember.
Look at this. Oh, it's so cute. He invented this. What is this? What is this? It looks weird. Winger. That is a name. Luke made something nice. Well, Professor Luke should be archaeologist, but he can find something.
Hang on a second. Why am I getting a phone call? Let me check this for a second. Never mind that. That was a, I have not had one of those in a while. Let's continue, shall we? That was someone calling from thing. I have not had someone trying to sell me a phone over the phone in quite some time. I apologize for the brief pause, but I was just
each time looks
kind of really funny.
This.
Usually I don't get any of those whatsoever. It's like, oh, it's got 4 cameras, it's got 3 cameras on the thing, it's got this, it's got all this stuff on it, and it's like
search mode.
I usually don't get phone calls, or if they are, they just hang up immediately. It's like, this one here was so weird, I never had to deal with that in a while. They might bring back potentially. I was debating about whether I should do it on stream.
But it doesn't speak many words.
Because very rarely do I actually get scam phone calls, people trying to sell me phones.
Shining eyes. It could mean a car.
On the internet. Well, not on the internet, over the phone, I should say.
The chimney of the car.
What's weird is that it was a number from a completely different state
as well. You can solve the mystery. So this is a chimney,
and it was like, oh, you can go and use the same number. You can go and do the thing. It's like, well, I thought I stopped getting these once we disconnected the landline. It's like, nope, they still have your phone number somewhere.
Yeah.
They still want to try to scam me and get me to buy their new get a free phone or whatever. It's like, I don't really need the free phone. I just have the phone that I'm happy with using. I would rather just stick with what I have. Thank you very much.
Yes, Luke is right. We don't want to lose all the coins around the end of this game. Oh, I see a question mark. I could speak to this person too? Okay, let's do so.
Okay, this should be a puzzle, I believe.
Oh, there's no voice. That means CV Yoshioka-san. You have to read this.
So some characters are voiced, some characters aren't. I mean, I wish that they would voice all of them, but again, at the same time, it probably costs too much money.
What's up?
Maybe if I ever get them to call me back, I might answer on stream, but again, like, I would rather just probably just deal with it like that. I have not had someone actually answer me on the phone in a long time with that.
Maybe my brain should be repaired. I see. Let me do something for you. So this is a puzzle.
This is a puzzle. We finally get to see one. Let's see what we're looking at.
This is your puzzle.
Well, we know there's at least 86 puzzles in
this puzzle within 5 minutes. That is your mission. If you want to come to TGS later, and if you do not understand how to solve this puzzle, maybe you can stay away from the screen of your monitor for 5 minutes or so. So Yoshioka-san, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing these on stream because everybody has a different way of solving a puzzle, but I will have to probably put... I will probably put a restriction on the chat. Not necessarily to stop people from thinking, but just to, like, if I need a hint or help with it, or to understand how something works, it might just be better to just, like, hey, you know, just be mindful that we're trying to solve this together without, like, necessarily, you know, cheating, so...
One crossing with another wire should be made. This condition should be made to put 4 wires. There's only 1 wire. That means that I have to put 3 more wires. In total, there will be 4 wires. And L-shaped line should be always made, meeting those 3 conditions. So I cannot do this, so it's difficult.
I mean, I can't read what it actually is telling me to do, but I think what you're supposed to do is make 4 lines. Because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so I think what you're supposed to do in this one is make 3 lines like that, where there's a completely long straight line and one to the left. So
a wire, right? So this.
Yeah, it's gonna be L's.
Could come over here, so.
But I didn't read what the entire thing actually said, so it could be something different.
So that means there are 2 more wires.
But yeah, when I do these games, I'll probably do something else. That just banned a bot.
So I don't think I can put the line this way. So maybe this is the right way.
Yeah, when we do these games, I will probably like to.
I can make a L shape, right?
Okay, that wasn't too hard.
This way. What about this? Always you see L-shaped lines, right?
Yeah.
And at least there should be 1 crossing point.
Well, yeah, that
should not go across other points, right?
Weasel
Now
in
I
chat.
have
If anybody would
point
like
my
a weasel.
L-shaped lines.
Yeah, I think I
Do you
get
think
this
I
now.
resolved the mystery?
Gotta
already
have 3
for the
node
puzzle?
nodes.
Can I go
crossing
to
over.
judgment? Yes.
Crossing over.
Please.
Thing. Let's see. No, we got it. Okay, so that was actually a really simple puzzle.
The
compared
puzzle was
to...
resolved. That was a right.
There are a lot
And
of
you were so
much harder
fast.
puzzles in
Yes,
these
I'm
games.
very
though,
happy. You're a genius.
Where I might even spend like entire streams just
Yes.
working on them.
That's wonderful.
There are some really difficult puzzles in these games.
I'm so
Some
happy
really
and
difficult
I'm
puzzles.
very comfortable because I.
But
quickly
hey, that's the fun
solved
of it all, you know, with
I feel the same
working
too,
out
next
with
to
chat
you.
and stuff, like trying to get the puzzles without like losing coins.
So
trying to get the picker
Thank
rods,
you
I guess
very
you
much
would
for
say,
your
doing some of the
performance.
extra
Thank
ones to
you.
figure out what we can do with the best
So
option.
the mission
like,
was cleared.
I look
So,
for.
this
Like
child
some of the
can
stuff
be
I'll have to
given
just
to
implement and
33
say
people
trying
now.
to spoil how to solve the puzzle. Like if you know how to figure it out, then we'll figure it out
thank you.
together. But like not
However,
blatantly pointing out
we
the
have
answer.
some scenes to be shared. So
But I would like to. I would
so
definitely
let's go
like
back
to
the game
show.
again.
You know.
So
Would definitely like to
after
do some
this
stuff.
stage,
It's
let's
kind of
go
like the
to
lawyer
the
game,
next.
right? It's like in the lawyer game, we don't really talk about too much about
You're
what goes on,
satisfied,
but when
and
it comes to
I'm
the
very happy to
puzzles,
see
it's
it.
like there's all
So
different ways that we
40
can think about.
kilometers
Some things I
of
might be
one.
completely terrible
It's
at, some
not
things
so
I might
easy
be
to
really
get
good
that
at.
much.
The
With
logic
that
puzzles are
fast
usually my
speed.
favorites though, because you
Okay,
can
now
like
I
talk
feel
them out through
comfortable.
chat. You can do a
You
few other
can
things too.
make such a request to me again. I have a request back to you though. What is? I want to go to the workshop of Egg Muffin. Do you know how to get there? Oh, it's so easy. If you go further, you can tell that that building is always so remarkable, conspicuous. Oh, I see. Thank you so much. Professor, shall we go together? You see more places to go to. Yes, explore. You have more space for explorer. So you see this mark that shows destination. If you press Y, the world map is displayed. If you have to go further, then you want to go to use the world map for your locomotion. So let's take a look at the map. This is where we are. We want to go this. Wow, this is so wide.
That is this is the map. Nice. Okay, so normally you would have to just say select this destination, go to the thing. You would basically just click the
I
arrow.
want to explore all the places, but let's go to
You would click
this
the arrow and it would
place.
take you to the next area. This
Do you
one
want
here
to
lets
go
you just
to
go
the
to any
tram
place on the
terminals?
map.
Yes.
I love this. This looks really, really good.
I like this air atmosphere.
Everything's running on Steam. Yeah, this is interesting. The cutscenes are good. Puzzles are back. Obviously, puzzles are fun. Wait, this is the guy that we were talking about earlier. Please give us a release date.
Cool.
Please give us a release date.
Nice design.
Like, considering we've got all this that they're showing here, I'm thinking it has to come within the next year.
He moves so fast. Luke must be afraid.
See, now it looks a little bit better because maybe it's my eyes are adjusting to it, but for some reason
He
it
looks
looked kind of weird when I first saw the eyes. Looks a bit better now.
Well, he is still young. So, you can keep demonstration game, but we want to finish it now.
Can we
of
get
this
a
program. Thank
Can
you
we
so
get
much.
a release date?
Yoshoka-san, what is your impression? I had so much fun. And
Please
the
give us a
overview
release date.
Was well conveyed. Luke, who has grown up, and Professor, who is still handsome. This is really great. I want to go to the next puzzle. Maybe I can resolve 2 more puzzles at the TGS venue. Yes, please meet at TGS venue. Let's go to the next game.
Okay, nothing. That sucks. No,
This is the last title.
Oh, this is that
which
baseball
is
game. Yeah,
Inuzama
it's the
11.
baseball. It's like a sports game, but it's got like a story behind it. Or no, soccer. Soccer or football. It's
This title
I was interested in the anime for it, but then it's like I wasn't interested in the actual game itself.
And this is a latest title in Inuzama 11 series.
I'm gonna have to check
and
this.
there's a new character.
I'm gonna check this real quick.
Sasaname Unmei.
They actually given us a release date?
There are more than
Please,
550
is there a release date?
200 characters that you can make buddies of. And you can also join the national championship online.
Is there a release date for this?
And with new PV, there are many new elements released. And one of the new elements is called Director.
Okay, this is 2025.
As a director,
Just says
you select a
2025.
command, and you can give instructions to players so you can focus on your strategies.
So no release date.
I want to ask Ichijo-san to play Inazuma 11, and you can select this director AI mode. Really? That's really
The
exciting.
only thing I'm a little bit afraid about is that.
Yes, I have played it.
The only thing I'm a little bit afraid about with it is that they're going to release.
Okay, before we go to the game, this is a mission. Get 1 point from the Genesis. I'm going to ask Ichijo-san to fight with the Genesis from Strong Enemy Area School. And if you can get 1 point, you can
I'm a
clear
little
the
bit
mission.
afraid of. I do like that they've somehow separated everything into missions, though, which is good.
I'm really excited about it.
Like I was interested in the game, and then I saw it was like a soccer
Genesis,
thing, and it's
I
like
will
I just don't know if I would like
beat it.
be interested in that.
I
The Leighton game
really
definitely.
feel
I should actually
fulfilled.
write that down.
Okay, please show us the game screen.
Unfortunately, no release
See
date,
it?
which sucks, but hey, it's probably gonna be next year. Hopefully, it's not on like the Switch 2.
Nice picture.
Hopefully it's.
So it says that the killer move is just in the game. Please don't copy it. I know you want to try it, but Endo. I see Endo. Libero Endo. It's coming. I moved to tears almost. I'm very impressed. I remember how impressed I was. Domon is in the team. Megane is on the bench. I see Megane.
This
super,
setup and stuff kind of reminds me of the Blitzball stuff
Director?
from
Genesis?
Blitzball from
Nero.
Final Fantasy X.
Oh yeah, we didn't have Nero before. Director AI mode. You can be a director with a command.
Yes, it's
You
a
can
soccer
give
game for the most
instructions.
part.
Let's
I'm not interested in soccer. I don't like
Kick off.
sports games mostly. Like the only stuff that I will play that's sports is like wrestling
and
games.
Gazeru are not in the
And
story
like
because
if there's a racing game
the
that
story is a
interests me,
focus.
like a Mario Kart or a Crash Team Racing
Okay,
kind of thing,
I
I'll
can
play that.
choose a route
But
for offense.
or if there's
I
a
choose
game like
left.
Burnout.
Then
Yeah, this reminds me very much of.
play mainly on the left-hand side.
This reminds me
Left-hand
very much
side,
of
I see Ibuki.
Blitzball.
Ririka can be quite violent. Yes.
It does look a little difficult, but I do like the
Offense.
special moves.
Who, Regent? Please.
For some reason, this reminds me of also of like that Dragon Ball Super episode where
Leads to Goech.
the Dragon Ball Super
Crossfire.
episode where they're all playing baseball together.
Please understand what we are thinking.
and they're like using their powers and stuff, and then thing. But yeah, this is a little bit more complex than your typical soccer game. It seems like.
I can change to defense.
Yeah. I just don't think I'd be able to keep up.
Defense is priority. Yes. Looking good.
There also looks like there's too many players on the field.
I move up.
I'm not sure how many players there's supposed to be on a team, but it just looks like there's too many.
I can see that offense line is moving up. Spin cut. Looking good. We can use a defensor. So I got a ball. I'll change to offense.
I'm having a hard time trying to figure out what the best way to do something is. It's actually kind of
on a player.
There's too much going on for me to be able to figure out what to really do. Like I'm not a soccer person anyway. But the animations are cool with all the special moves and stuff.
Cool, really cool.
Like to think that they can just use all these moves is in soccer, basically.
Keepers in front. Shoot chain. Kogure. Again? Double supernova? Supernova. You shoot and you catch up with the shoot. That's grand. That's too much.
Okay, so it's oh,
very strong.
That was like a double super move, and then I like how if a player is standing in the way, if a player is standing in the way, they just get knocked away by the ball, and again very similar to Blitzball, where in Blitzball when you choose where you're throwing it to and people are in the way. They will try and reach for it and touch it, and it reduces its effectiveness and stuff. It's the same thing here.
The switching timing is important.
But yeah, I just
defense, and when we steal a ball, we change to offense.
The whole changing from defense to offense thing is a little bit confusing.
This was not in beta test. I'm really happy to see it.
And trying to figure out who to swap to and stuff. It's that one looks like the Tidus one. That looks like Tidus's Blitz. The jet shot.
Does it?
It looked like the jet shot actually. If you've ever played that game.
I got 1 point. Well, my understanding is different. Endo to Goenji, and you got 1 score. Inazuma #1. I want to also use tactics.
Wait, what?
Fujiyama.
For a second, I thought they were summoning out something on the. Wait.
On the AI mode, you can use tactics. Penguin.
Penguins protecting
They don't look good. Get more score. Be aware. Go it again. Go. No, it was stopped. I got sweaty.
I do like this game in the sense of what it's doing, but I just don't know if I would enjoy the soccer aspect. But they're making soccer a lot more interesting than what it normally would be for me.
Move around the camera so that I can focus on the character I like.
Oh, bold people.
Super Armazilo. I really like this camera. You can move around it. So not just the character with a ball, you can look at other characters as well. Some say, I just want to watch Goenji. That's because of the director mode.
Okay, so then you also manage the team too.
Megane-kun. I want Megane-kun to work hard. Original number 10. We change players. I hope Megane does a good job. Camera operation. And production
You're in chat for anybody who would like
camera
the
is another one. This is the production camera mode. It's an automatic operation, and they choose the best angle. It's like
I might make something as well for a noise alert whenever a Pokemon appears in the chat, so that
you
anyone
already
can be
played
like,
it, so
because
you know.
sometimes they'll either hear, someone could
I
hear
have
me
nothing
do
to
it, someone
say.
could hear
Yeah.
something else.
Well, I have nothing to say. I lost my job. Show us the cool move.
I'm still setting up some channel alerts and stuff. I did get text-to-speech.
Yes, that's true.
Text-to-speech has been added to my
Well, I should switch to
thing
defense.
now. So that I will customize some
Feels
of the
like
stuff.
this is a real soccer game. If we can operate a camera. Offense. How many hours should I play this? Well, you can be an angle of audience.
Just barely blocked that one.
And sometimes the move is really fast.
Just look at this. I've got this notification saying, "Hey, PlayStation 30th anniversary pre-orders were available." It does not matter. They were pre-order available yesterday, and there's only 12,000 units in the entire
Leave that up to
world.
me.
So
Seems like
it's not gonna
the
matter.
director knows
No one's
how
gonna.
to give instructions to the players.
Nobody's
Coming.
probably got it anyway. Okay, so you can change them all to attack and defense.
If you know beta, Kabeyama is the strongest. Kabeyama really comforts us.
Jack shot again.
It's coming, it's coming.
Yeah, they should easily be able to get the goal here because of
Yes, I really hope this ball goes
it'll go
in.
through. So it is a lot of it does remind me
Another
of
score.
Blitzball because everyone does have attack and defense buffs depending on what sort of thing happens as well.
Keep up with it.
So it's like a matter of like picking and choosing when
That
you
was
use your
close.
abilities.
That was close. Looks good. Of course. With a demo.
If I played more like
Director
Blitzball, I'd probably be more
mode,
interested, but the fact
they
you
can
gotta
also
move
do this.
everyone, I guess it's a little bit
You know how to use it, really. Well, they stole a ball. Good luck. I went back. When I hear okay, it makes me really happy. Jigsaw Spark, I like it.
Like, I guess I'd have to see it not in Japanese
Was
to
it
understand if
Paul?
it was, like, something that I would, like, be able to figure out, like, what they're actually doing.
Here,
Because that's
I
another,
changed
like,
to
I can
right
see what they're
side.
doing, but, like, seeing the English menus would
I
give
should
me an
try.
idea of, like, oh, what are they actually doing with all the button presses?
Goeji. Demon's instructions. Defense. Stop it, please. Can we stop it? Tie. No, we still have some more time. Offense, offense, offense. Our techniques is not to give up. Endo was saying that too. Don't give up till the very end.
Yeah, so if you save all your abilities, you can probably, like, get them back fairly quickly.
Can be perfect.
So I've seen some of these.
This time for sure.
I'm not even sure what her
opening.
defense was like. Nope, gonna use the time
Go
thing again.
in. No, it was stopped. No, not yet. We don't know yet.
I'm guessing that they get a better. I'm guessing they get their defenses back once they've
Not yet.
lost
Not yet.
all their health.
Or it's a close game.
Is it gonna be a penalty shootout?
They caught it. Genesis very strong.
No, they don't even have a penalty shootout. That's
Yes, I know. But
After
because
that, I'm gonna do a
of
penalty
some
shootout.
reasons. Thank you very much. But you cleared a mission. Yay. I got 2 scores. So we'll give away tabletop wireless chargers for 55 people. And we got it too. Yay. I felt like I was a director. Thank you very much. We got it.
So it's almost time to finish this program. Again, you can.
Alright, so they're only gonna shoot 3 games, but hey, like at least that first game's a little bit
on the 29th.
The Lighten game was,
That
you know,
yet,
obviously
so
really good.
please repost the post at the Level 5 public X account. So how do you feel, Ichijo-san? I was so happy, but I wanted to do more. I wanted to play more. Fantasy Life. Like I really want to conquer Sleep and Dragon. And
That was
Inuzama
actually like
Eleven.
the weakest game I think out of all of them.
I want to
be honest with you.
a winner against the Genesis. I spent my youth with Inuzama 11, so now I'm so happy to be able to be reconnected with this game. After playing this game, I believe that this game would be loved by many people. That is the fate of all the games from Level 5. Thank you very much for your invitation today. Yes, that is our youth as well. Let's play again together. Yoshioka-san? Yes, I had good time as a single fan. I was very happy to be able to watch and play games. Fantasy Life, I didn't play today, and Inuzama 11 as well. I noticed that there were more additional contents, so if you're interested, please come to TG Show to play on them as a demo. I'm very happy. Yes. So, TG's Level 5 booth has a space to play those 3 games. Also, if you play them, you would get these original goods from Level 5. I know them because I visited, of course. So, 3 such wonderful gifts. Look at this. This is Professor Layton's goods. See, this is like a coin-shaped, like a hint coin-shaped keychain. The design, it looks so nice. You can get this. Can I take this with me? No? And look at this. This is a fan from Inuzama 11. Actually, this is my own private goods. You got this today, right? Yes. Please return it to me. Please do not take it away with you. No, I will not. Good. Don't do that, okay? No. Yes. So number 10, whose turn is this? You can imagine that too. So, also there's some gifts to visitors. If you go there, you can get it. Yes. If you stop by the booth, you can get this. Is that right? Yes. See, like a 4-face clear file, plastic case for documents. So, I know you want this, right? Yes. So please, let's wait for you to come to Level 5 booth at the venue of Tokyo Game Show. So now we have all covered the contents. Thank you very much for staying with us until the end. So please stop by the booth. Yes, of course, I would go. So please shake my hands at the venue. Goodbye.
I think that's it. Let me just check real quick. Make sure that was the end. Yeah, there's only like 3 minutes left. Yeah, not much to really say. Like, that first game that they showed was kind of just like, hey, it's this big giant open world, you fight a bunch of stuff, and then you go around and do that. I didn't really like that much. the Inuzama soccer game, I'm not into soccer at all, but at least they made it more interesting than what I would normally see. I'm not going to pick that up either. But I like the whole, like, it reminds me very much of Blitzball. The attack, the defense, stats that they have there, all the different super moves that everyone can do, the different tactics. It'll probably look better once I see it in English, but But the big news is, obviously, they showed off Professor Layton. No release date, unfortunately. But they did show off Professor Layton. We got to see a puzzle, see how that worked. We got to see everything's in 3D now. 3D models. Luke's eyes look a bit weird. Voice acting, obviously, with stuff. Cutscenes, all sorts of things like that. Looking like it's really good. So hopefully that comes out sometime in the year. The fact that they didn't give us a release date, we only know 2025. But still, it's like it could be good. It could actually be really good. I'm looking forward to doing that on stream because, again, we have chances to be like, hey, like, let's try and solve the puzzle together. Let's, you know, figure it out in different ways, all sorts of things like that. So, yeah, not really much to actually cover with this one. So, let's just move straight into Capcom, I think. And the last of the three. So let me just load that up real quick. Last conference, and then we'll wrap things up for today's stream, and then we'll be back to our normal programming probably tomorrow because of I don't think the Atlas one's going to go longer than an hour. It'll probably only be 50 minutes. So we'll just leave it at that. So Capcom is the last one. Let's see what we last little bit of hope for anything Ace Attorney or Resident Evil, or I mean we're probably going to see Street Fighter, we're probably going to see Monster Hunter, probably going to see a few other things. Well, I just have to wait and see. Gotta wait and see. Time for Capcom's conference. Alright, let's hope and pray that we see some Ace Attorney news. Okay, we're gonna get Street Fighter, Capcom Fighting Collection, and the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection, yep. Dead Rising, okay. Ace Attorney, so we are getting that. Monster Hunter, more Monster Hunter. Oh, hopefully there's a surprise at the end then. Please let there be some surprise. I was hoping for Resident Evil for something. We haven't really got much.
The TGS 2024 Capcom Online Program. Today's program will deliver news on Monster Hunter Wilds and other new titles. First, let's start with the latest info on our fighting games.
Alright.
The fight rages on in Street Fighter VI, which has entered its second year and is more exciting than ever. As the second character to be added in Year 2, Terry from SNK's popular fighting game series Fatal Fury finally joins the fight. Terry is well-rounded with useful rushing attacks and projectiles that can be used to adapt.
I haven't played this yet. This will be one of the games we can play on stream, though. This will be one of the choices. I'm thinking it will be one of the choices anyway.
Mai joins the fight in early 2025, and Elena in spring of 2025. Expect more info at a later date. Capcom Fighting Collection 2 includes 8 popular titles, including games from the Capcom vs. SNK series. Capcom vs. SNK 2 Mark of the Millennium 2001, Power Stone, and more return in a collection of 8 games that rocked arcades of their time. Online play has been added to all included titles, allowing you to challenge opponents from around the world.
That's good though, to have online play for games that didn't even have online back in those days.
Created during development, many of which have never been seen.
That's going to definitely open up a lot more tournaments and stuff.
Capcom Fighting Collection 2 is planned for release in 2025. Next up, Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics. 7 retro Marvel titles from arcades in the 90s are being
I remember playing these as well, but I was just never really good at them. I just button mashed the whole time, so As much as I would like
Play
to get
both
these, I
co-op
don't think I
and
would get them.
competitively, just like back in the arcade.
Simaseer in the chat as well.
Don't worry if it's your first time. Use difficulty settings and one-button specials to ease your transition into the game.
Yeah, I remember.
All included titles have been recreated exactly as they were in arcades. The digital version is available now, and the physical version will release on November 22nd.
The physical version's not even out yet. But I did like the new art, and they did. Obviously, like, I don't think we're going to get a new one.
Don't miss this next title.
Okay, they're going to show off Investigations Collection, which is most likely going to be our next game after. When we finish, I should say.
More than
like,
a remaster,
not when we finish this,
a deluxe remaster.
Like, previous game.
The origin of Zombie Paradise action returns with remastered graphics on the latest platforms. Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster is available now.
They've done a really. This feels like even more like a remaster.
Several
than,
downloadable contents are also
they've definitely
available to
done
purchase.
a really good job with
The
this.
digital version is available now, and the physical version will release on November 8th. Find a way to survive through 72 hours of hell. Ace Attorney Investigations Collection is out now. Fans of the beloved Ace Attorney series,
I've not played either of these,
to two Ace Attorney
but the
investigation
second game
titles
has never been
starring
released outside of
Miles
Japan
Edgeworth,
before,
returning
so-
in full HD.
Okay, nice. It's like a running around and stuff.
Experience
that's
the
pretty cool.
definitive versions of each of these games with additional features and special contents. Now it's time for some news on the Monster Hunter series. First up is this title.
I think that's the Monster
Thank you
Hunter
to
Now
all
is, I
hunters
believe,
around
like
the
the
world for
Pokemon
helping
Go.
Monster Hunter Now
Go
achieve
version.
15
Pokemon Go
million downloads.
things.
Here's the latest info on Monster Hunter Now. First, we have an update on Season 3, which started in September. A year after Monster Hunter Now launched, we're jumping into Season 3, which adds Magnamalo, Rajang, and Aknasam. You can now also cook well-done steak in Monster Hunter Now. Next up, info on the next physical event. For 2 days from October 12th to the 13th, Nergigante will appear in Shibuya, Japan for the first time. Seek out traces of Nergigante and track it down. Even outside of Shibuya, you'll have a chance to challenge Nergigante. An in-game event is planned at a later date.
There's like one of them planned for Australia,
During the
but
event,
who knows
Gold
where that's going
Rathian
to be.
and Silver Rathalos will also appear. For the latest info on Monster Hunter
Not
Now,
that I'm interested
please
in Monster
visit
Hunter in
the
the first
official
place,
website.
but hey, it's like a...
Regular content updates will continue to add new monsters and elements to the game.
For some reason I get the feeling that we're not going to get
Major
much,
update
much
is
stuff
planned for December.
in this. Like, we're not going to get much
Please
content
continue
in.
to enjoy
I would
Monster
hope
Hunter
so,
Now.
but... You know, hopefully some new announcements, please. Give me something
Next, we have some news on Monster Hunter Wilds.
new. New Ace Attorney game, new,
Hello everyone, I am Yozo Tsuchimoto.
that would be the that would have been
producer of
the
Monster
one
Hunter
thing as well. Like,
Wilds.
you've released all but
Monster
one of the
Hunter
games
Wilds,
onto
which we previously
consoles.
revealed is coming out
At least
on
reveal at the
PS5,
end a
now
new one,
has a
or
release date.
announce the
As announced,
do the crossover, and
Monster
then
Hunter
at
Wilds
that point, once
launches
that's
on
out for
PlayStation
enough
5,
time, then
Xbox
go and
Series X,
then go
S,
and decide, hey,
Steam
here's the new one I've been working on for
simultaneously around
years.
the world
That would be
on
what I would
February
like.
28th,
Also, Resident Evil
2025.
news, please. Something.
This is the main
It's
visual
not
for
mobile,
Monster Hunter
because
Wilds.
those mobile games have flopped. Or
Please
VR.
look forward to the ultimate monster hunting experience with seamless immersion. In today's Capcom Online program, while looking back at the information regarding Monster Hunter Wilds that has been released up until now, we'll also show you the trailer that has just been released. Please take a look.
Welcome to the world of Monster Hunter Wilds. Together, we will journey to the Forbidden Lands, uncharted territory that the Guild has begun investigating. The Forbidden
I missed the
Lands
Hot Tub stream, isn't it still going?
until just a few years
I thought I
ago,
saw
when
it,
a boy
like...
named Nata was found
It's all good if I
taken
missed
to
it,
the
you
Guild
know, like,
protection. Nato was all
I can just
alone after
imagine
escaping an
it
attack on his
myself, right?
village by a mysterious
So, or have you just finished the
The
stream?
guild has assembled an expedition to
Oh, you detabbed? That's a shame.
It seems we must
It's
do a
okay.
thorough investigation.
I saw the pictures. It was more of a kiddie pool than a hot tub, but hey, it's okay.
known as the White Wraith.
It's okay.
And to rescue Nata's people, known as the Keepers.
It's cold and it was deflating, yeah.
Oh, who
Yeah.
am I, you ask? My name is Alma, and I'll be your guide on this journey. Are you ready
I can
to
imagine,
step
I mean,
into
it's
a world
cold.
of adventure?
It's winter here, so it'll be summer for you, so... But then again, I guess it is transitioning, or no, it's autumn, fall, whatever you call it. I don't know what everyone calls it.
Each expedition
Yeah, it would have been
consists
cold.
of a hunter.
That's why they use actual hot tubs, or like warm,
pallet.
like, you know,
And it'll
thing.
be
But
all
again, we don't have that kind of
hands on
money.
deck with each unit
We don't have the
having
kind
their
of
own
streamer money that all
for
the
guild.
actual streamers do. Like, we can't afford all these
As our
things.
unit's hunter, you're sanctioned to bear weapons.
It is
and
what it
hunt
is, though.
monsters.
It's, I'm sure you had, I'm sure everybody had a good, like, laugh and a fun time, though.
And as your handler, it's my responsibility to manage your quests, authorize hunts, and ensure that you have all the information you need. Gemma, our smithy, will take monster materials you provide and forge equipment for you. Perfection. And your Palico
I
is
think
your
you can
trusted
rewind
companion.
VODs.
They're to lend
I
support
think.
whenever
No,
you
not VODs. Rewind live stream somehow, but I doubt it. It's okay. It's okay. There's always the next time. We've still got that Neko made stream to work towards. Still got that bit goal.
other units, like Astrum
Still
unit,
look
to
at
see
that.
our mission through.
The guild gave special assignments to some of the other units from the expedition, mine included.
I'll probably end up like once this is finished, I'll probably end up I'll raid out anyway once this is
Our
over.
initial foothold into the Forbidden Lands will be the Windward Plains.
If you're online, if you're still online, I'll probably raid out to you.
The
and,
plains will put both the wealth and the wrath of
around.
nature on full display. During the
Don't
fallow,
think there's anybody
ravenous
else that's online
carnivores
right now
battle
that
for
is
every scrap
streaming.
of food. And a phenomenon known as the sand tide conjures thunder and lightning. After the storm comes the plenty,
40
a time of
minutes?
abundant life and
That's how long
fertility.
it's been.
With every shift in the environment, the creatures of the plains change their behavior to adapt and survive. To succeed in our expedition, we'll have to be every bit as observant.
I don't think I have much
and
else to really
resourceful.
say about the Capcom conference. I feel like they're just gonna do, hey, it's Monster Hunter, like the entire way through, and it's like, okay. They're cool games and all, but like I just
A rich, diverse ecosystem has arisen
I
from
could
the
never
Windward
really get into
Plains'
them at all.
unique climate. The Doshagama, for example, form packs centered around an alpha. Taking on multiple large monsters at once is a recipe for disaster. In order to face the alpha in a more ideal situation, it's wise to disperse the pack first. In sandy areas, you'll encounter Balahara. Their flexible bodies allow them to maneuver freely in and out of the sand. They're capable of creating quicksand traps. Unfortunate not just for hunters, but for any large monsters that get dragged into them. You may also encounter Chatakabra, toad-like monsters that favor the more rocky areas of the plains. These monsters apply sticky saliva to their forelimbs and then fortify them with minerals. The Chatakabra's sizable tongue, while crucial to its survival, is also its biggest weakness. Don't miss your chance to attack when the tongue is exposed. Nature has one rule. You're either the hunter or the hunted. That goes for monsters too, as they battle for
all
supremacy.
these creatures, I've always just wondered, like everything's so large in these games, and then like you're just a normal human in size, and you're just like
One creature sits squarely at the top of the food
you're somehow
chain.
able to take them down, and I've always kind of found it really weird. But then again, there's so many other games that are like that too.
Reydao has adapted to the relentless lightning storms and is able to use this adaptation.
And some of these do
to
actually look
launch
quite
devastating
difficult
attacks
to
to any
beat. Some of
that
these
threaten
these
territory.
enemies.
If you are called upon to face it, Hunter, I ask that you take extreme precaution. While out on hunts, you might spot some small creatures at your feet, or perched in the trees. All of the endemic life you see has evolved to survive in this harsh environment. I cannot help but to be amazed by these creatures, the sheer will to survive, even in such an unforgiving environment. Let's talk about the expedition's base camp. This is the heart of
Also, I kind of, even though I knew that it was planned, I wasn't expecting you to end it early because of the deflating and all. So I was under the assumption I was like, oh, okay, I'll eventually be able to see it. I'll eventually be able to see it once I like finish my stream myself and then raid out or something like that. I'll eventually be able to watch it. Like, but it's all good. Like, I'm not too fussed about it. Like, I was actually surprised that you ended up going through with it, but
place to change your equipment.
I mean, I'm not gonna do anything like that, I don't think. I wouldn't even be able to do it properly because my current setup is like I'd have to like change where the webcam and everything goes because of this desk being so high.
It might not last
This
very
desk
long.
is like up to my up to here.
We'll need to think carefully where
Like
exactly
change the entire like landscape thing, but yeah, everyone can look forward to seeing me in a Pikachu onesie doing some stupid dancing or something for a stream.
In our travels, there's a chance
I can't wait for the summer months where for an entire like multi-hour stream I'm gonna have to wear a onesie the entire time.
Could be what sustains us on our quest. An incredible adventure awaits with new monsters.
Hey, we do crazy things for the viewers. We do crazy things for the viewers.
I almost forgot. Have you decided on a weapon yet? Every hunter's journey begins with weapon selection. Would you rather get in close and unleash with all your might? Keep your distance and dish out a relentless assault? Deliver stinging blows as you stand your ground? Or strike with a flurry of slicing attacks? 14 weapon types are available, and at least one of them is the perfect fit for you. If you're not sure what to pick, ask me. I can provide advice on which is the most suitable. If mobility is your first priority, then this weapon might be a good match.
They haven't even got the voice. I just realized now they haven't even got the mouth movements. Like,
hunters can't just rely on weapons. You'll need to make use of items like shock traps and barrel bombs.
just pulls out a barrel and just like throws it.
Geographical features that you come across. It's up to you to read the situation and use all you've got to take down your target.
I mean, that's pretty
One thing's
creative.
for sure, hunting is hungry work. With your portable barbecue grill, you'll be able to prepare meals on the go. And yes, that includes meat.
So tasty!
Your Palico is a feline companion that provides various types of support out in the field. Whether it's laying traps to hinder monsters, or healing you when you've taken a beating.
Heels inbound!
So my only experience with Monster Hunter, like never actually playing it, is just the movie with Mila Jovovich in it.
Oh, that reminds me. Be sure to keep an eye on your health.
Because I just never really liked the games, and there's just so many of them at this point where it's like, I don't even
It will
like.
start shaking to warn against any
You know
potentially
what I'm-
life-threatening attacks.
I'm not even sure if these games have a story or not. Like, if it's just you going around hunting
Describe your
stuff.
secret. Whether it's a target you're trying to reach, or just a point on the map, your sacred will follow the scent and take you there. Not only can you gather and use items on the go, you can even perform mounted attacks. And if you find yourself in a tight situation, you can call your sacred, and it will swiftly take
That's
you out
pretty
of harm's
handy.
way.
Just call you over
Whether
and just
you're
like throw you
hunting
onto its
or
back.
just exploring, that
Also, it looks very much like a
extra will prove
chocobo.
rather useful.
Or chocobo and hippogriff, I guess, would be the best way to describe it.
If you're struggling to face a monster alone, you'll be able to call for reinforcements. Fire an SOS flare, and up to 3 hunters will race to your side to assist with the hunt. In multiplayer, you'll be connected online with a team of hunters from around the world. If you are unable to fill the hunting party, or if you'd prefer to play offline, then
on the chat if anybody would like us to
come to your aid instead.
Because you get NPC characters too. They're probably not going to be as useful if you've got actual.
Hunt monsters and harvest materials from them. Use those materials to upgrade your weapons and armor. And get out there and join the quest with your hunter friends. Your brand new life as a hunter is about to begin in Monster Hunter Wilds.
I mean, the game looks good, I just don't know if I would be interested in it, and it's probably on PS5 anyway, so
That's
it
some
won't even matter.
information on Monster Hunter Wilds.
But that was a good showcase of the
We'd
game.
like to show you the newest trailer. Be sure to pay particular attention to the end of this trailer.
I was still hoping that I imagined the whole thing. It's burned into my mind.
So, Captain, what's your team been getting up to?
The guild gave special assignments to some of the other units from the expedition, mine included.
This forest is amazing.
My fur isn't built for this kind of weather.
That's causing the water currents to surge too.
This is its territory. We're intruders.
I don't know, I don't think I would be interested in this necessarily.
Ours. You respect.
Like, it looks good, like the actual like gameplay and stuff and the graphics and stuff, but I just don't know if I would be interested in the other thing. Let's go pretty well, Germany. How are you doing today? Just catching up on some of the Tokyo Game Show trailers for stuff. They're showing off Monster Hunter at the moment. Doing pretty well though. Should be back to our normal content tomorrow. About to start Trials of Mana, nice. How are you, oh actually, I haven't played those now. They actually showed that, this is good. I was about to say, how have you liked it? Like, your event started, so you wouldn't actually know.
The White Wraith.
You wouldn't have actually known if you liked it or not.
There. Someone's in trouble.
It seems we must do a more thorough investigation.
What is that thing? An extinct species.
Type an hour the original, yeah. I never got into the Mana titles. I was more like Final Fantasy or like even like Chrono Trigger, those types of games. But they're good. I've got so many RPGs that I gotta play though. So many RPGs. Next month, the Pixel remasters for Final Fantasy, the 1 through 6, the physical edition comes out for PS4, so I'll be hoping to get that so that I can play that eventually. Yeah. I wanted to do something for him, but it's yeah, the new 3D one they just showed recently. They showed it as for Game Pass at the Xbox conference. Square Enix is moving a lot of stuff to Xbox now, so you're pretty much going to be saying welcome in Serrata that you are doing well. Yeah, Square Enix seem to be moving away from
After a very long absence,
PlayStation,
Cuckoo is back
they're
with
a bit
vengeance
unhappy
in
with the
Monster Hunter
sales, so I
Wilds.
think they're starting to send all their
Series
games
veterans
to,
may remember it as a
they're starting to send all
tutorial
more of their games
helping new
multi-platform
players
now,
learn the
so
basics of hunting.
enjoy Kingdom Hearts,
We
Final
hope you'll look forward to
Fantasy,
seeing
the
just
Mana
when and
games,
how
enjoy
it will
all of their
show
new
up
titles,
this time
because
around.
they're all going to be coming
Now,
to Xbox.
without further ado, let's dive into what we
In
saw
one way or
in our
another,
newest
like,
promotional trailer.
I think Square Enix aren't going to be as exclusive as
This
they used to
trailer
be.
marks the world's first
But, yeah,
look at the
expect
new
a lot
monster,
of games.
Arkveld. It will be featured on the game's cover as the
Sony have kind
flagship
of,
monster.
you're super hyped for the new Persona type
Known
game.
to
Do you mean
hunters as
Metaphor
the White
reFantazio?
Wraith, it will be the subject
You mean
of
that
your
game?
expedition
Because I'm
to
hyped
the
for that as
Forbidden
well. It
Lands.
comes out next month.
Arkveld
Yeah, that game looks really
was
good. They
keen
showed that
to
earlier.
was
The
long thought
the
to
super
be
moves
extinct,
look amazing. Like
and
you
its
get these
ecology
giant godlike
remains
creatures that
shrouded
just
in
like
mystery.
rain down at hell on everyone.
Expect more information.
Yeah, I'm gonna play that on
this
stream.
monster
That looks like it's gonna be
soon.
a lot of fun. I love Persona games. I love all the Persona games.
Chemistries are brute
All the
wyverns
Persona
found
games
in
are really
river
good. All
plains.
the
They spread a flammable substance and ignite it by dragging their
around the
tails
same length as
along the
Persona
ground.
5 Royal. Nice.
They're often seen
I'm
by
happy
the
with that.
other
I spent like
smaller monsters
180
over
something hours, I think it was. If not, was it around that?
True to its name, the Scarlet Forest
Took me
and
about
its
150
red-tinged
to beat.
waters are teeming with lush flora.
Yeah, about 180 hours probably
and
to beat
monsters, both
Persona
large
5
and
Royal.
small.
To complete everything, I should say, but I took my time with it. Like
This diverse biome is a
Persona 5 Royal is my favorite game of all
plains.
time, so
Traveling between areas will
I
not
don't care how long the
require
journey
any
is, just
loading
give it to
screens.
me. I streamed Octopath Traveler 2 for like 180 hours on stream. Like,
Meet
it's,
the woodland,
not the
denizens
entire,
of the
like, in
forest.
parts, but like
These lineans live
Octopath
among
Traveler
the
2
great
is like
biodiversity that can be
I
seen
love that game
in the
as well.
Scarlet Forest. Find them and see how they've adapted.
There's also another
to
game
the
coming
environment.
out as well that could be interesting. 13 Expeditions, I think it's called.
Monster Hunter Wilds features dynamic
It's a
movement
turn-based
in its
game,
various locales.
but like when the enemies
Terrestrial
attack
dangers,
you,
common in the
it's
Scarlet
not like you
Forest,
just take the
dramatically
attack.
alter the
You
area's
get
ecology.
control of your character in a certain space, and you can move around. You can time your dodges and parries, and it like looks like you actually counter the actual enemies.
But
Which is
beware,
pretty cool.
the
Like,
area's
I've never seen that
apex
mechanic
predator,
before, where you're playing a turn-based
will
game,
appear
and
during
instead of
these
just
heavy
taking the
rains.
attack and passing turns back and
A
forth,
Leviathan
you have the
will
opportunity
appear
to,
makes
like,
use of moisture
maneuver
and its
around
own
and
bodily
counter
fluids
and
to
parry
create a protective
and
veil
dodge,
around itself.
you know, like that. I think that's
It
a cool,
moves with great
a cool looking
speed,
concept.
despite its massive frame.
But yeah, same length as
The apex
P5
predators
Royal.
of
I
each
will,
area have adapted
I will
to
take
their
all of that
habitats
and more.
in many
Also,
such ways.
apologies for the ads.
You'll need to understand both the monsters and the environments they inhabit in order to survive.
Yeah,
This
more
is just a small
action-based,
preview
but
of the
keeping
new
turn-based
monsters and
concept. Like that's
locales you'll
that's
encounter
a
in
good way to
Monster
go.
Hunter Wilds. Stay tuned for more information coming soon. Here is the product information. Monster Hunter Wilds releases on February 28th, 2025.
You haven't seen
It will have a
anything yet.
same-day
You've seen
worldwide
screenshots. That's
release
what.
on
Yeah,
PlayStation 5,
I've
Xbox Series X, S,
I
and
haven't
Steam.
watched any of the story stuff, but I did watch some stuff with what just
In
happened
addition to the standard edition of Monster Hunter Wilds, a
Okay,
deluxe
no problem,
edition,
Johnny. After you
including
have
the
a good
main
stream.
game and additional DLC, will
Thanks
be
for stopping by.
available digitally on the
Sorry
site.
for the ads, but yeah, they happen every half an hour, and I
Furthermore,
can't snooze
the
them.
Premium
Unfortunately.
Deluxe Edition, which includes the main game and 3
I've used up all
DLC
my
sets
snooze,
planned for
options
future
for
release,
today.
will also be available digitally. Premium bonuses are also included, so please check it out.
I probably won't be streaming all that
The
much
Guild
longer
Knights
anyway,
set of
maybe like
Hunter
another
layered
20,
armor
25
and
minutes. That's
Hope
probably
Charm
about it.
Talisman will also be included as special bonuses.
Get this started up, get this uploaded as soon as I can.
The Monster Hunter
And,
Wilds
be
digital
ready
mini
for
art book is
next stream.
included as a bonus for those who pre-order on the PlayStation Store. Be sure not to miss it. Once again, Monster Hunter Wilds launches worldwide simultaneously on February 28th, 2025. Pre-orders have already begun, so please reserve your copy now. The Capcom booth at Tokyo Game Show 2024, going on now, is offering the first opportunity in Japan to play Monster Hunter Wilds. Available to play is the story trial, which lets you experience the beginning of the story, and the Doshagama Hunt, in which you can experience more of the action. At the Monster Hunter Wilds booth, a life-size figure of a Secret is also on display. So be sure to stop by.
Yeah, I need to put that notification when I'm back from ads so I have an idea about when everyone's back. Because sometimes the ads are weird, they go back and forth between what everybody is seeing.
Look forward to more info on Monster Hunter
I'll add that into the chat so everyone knows. Like, oh, there's a 1.5-minute ad break that's coming up. Like,
thank you very much.
I think there's a way to do that where it's like, hey, you know, this has happened. I can now have.
Now let's take a look at some info for the 20th anniversary of Monster Hunter.
We're just getting Monster Hunter constantly.
To celebrate the 20th anniversary of Monster Hunter, a collaboration with the worldwide guitar brand Fender. To mark this collaboration, the Rathalos Telecaster with the motif of the Fire Wyvern Rathalos will be sold worldwide.
Actually, you know what? If Johnny's going to be streaming, I can probably rate out
Telecaster will be sold exclusively at
help him out a bit. Still trying to get to that affiliate goal, and hey, I'll stick around for a good while. I'll stick around until you finish.
The body is adorned with 3 tones of red
Might be a
in
good
the
idea,
image of
actually.
Rathalos, and the neck features eye-catching.
So I won't be streaming all that much longer. And hey, if you've only just started, I'll try and help you out as best as I can. Because today's stream isn't like
the limited edition features
great for viewers,
Rathalos
but hey, I'm
marks
trying
on
to.
the
If I can give you another
and
3,
pickup cover.
That would definitely like
guitar picks and pick cases inspired by item boxes will also be available for purchase.
That might be better.
Sales for the model to be sold worldwide are planned to begin in March of 2025 at official Fender shops and regional official retailers of Fender products.
This is a disappointing Capcom
Friday, September 27th.
thing. Like, they showed off a little bit of Ace Attorney, but it wasn't anything new. They showed off Street Fighter, which again wasn't anything we already didn't know. It's just this is just the Monster Hunter
production collaboration product.
This is just the Monster
so
Hunter stream, I guess. Unfortunately.
For information on where to pre-order, as well as other details, please visit Fender's official website. Capcom is also considering including this collaboration in-game in Monster Hunter Wilds via the emote function. Please wait for more details at a later date. Next up, we have news about a collaboration with the popular robot toy series
How's that gonna work? Transformers and Monster Hunter?
Brand new trailer.
You can't wait for Monster Hunter Wilds. I don't know how I feel about Monster Hunter. I just, it looks good. It looks good. It looks really, really good from what I saw, but I've never been into Monster Hunter. It's never really been my thing. Maybe I can try it out, but, I don't know. It's on PS5, so I'll have to wait anyway. Yeah, they're showing off a lot of Monster Hunter stuff at this conference, unfortunately. They did show, however, the Layton game, Professor Layton, the new one that's coming out. They actually showed video of it. Yeah, that's one of those things as well. Like if you played them since you were a child, then it's hard to break the habit, I guess you would say. They did show off Professor Layton though, which is it's looking good. It's looking like it should be interesting. So that'll come out sometime next year. Rathalos Prime. Yeah, there's been a lot of Monster Hunter today in this.
The first collaboration with Transformers, which celebrates its 40th anniversary this year.
Use the Transformers.
Sony will release the collaboration product Rathalos
what,
Prime.
84?
Rathalos Prime transforms from a Rathalos into a robot mode designed after Optimus Prime, the main character from Transformers. The monster mode faithfully reproduces Rathalos and is able to recreate poses from the game.
That's pretty cool to have a
pre-order
Transformer
monster
with
a planned summer 2025
I think
release.
Rathalos was
this
the
miraculous collaboration.
I've only seen the Monster Hunter movie, the
both
Mila
series.
Jovovich one. I think Rathalos was the main character villain
That's all for the
creature
20th
thing
anniversary of
in that
Monster
movie.
Hunter.
So that's, I think,
But
my
please take a look at
my
this.
main knowledge is that that movie. Can we get some Ace Attorney news other than the investigation collection? Something new? Maybe? Resident Evil? Roughless of the Sky can be like the female counterpart better. Yeah, I just can't remember which is the, I cannot remember which, creature they fight at the end of the Monster Hunter movie. But I get the feeling that that's like, that might have been Rathalos, and it looked similar. If you've seen the Monster Hunter film, I think it came out a couple of years ago, but...
Where dreams become reality.
Yeah, there's been a lot of Monster Hunter this stream. But they showed off quite a bit, like the cooking looks pretty cool, if you're down on the ground, your like chocobo hippogriff looking, you know, ride companion picks you up off the ground and flings you. It could be Monster Hunter now, you know, the Pokemon Go. No, Monster Hunter Bridge, there you go.
Bridge.
Monster Hunter Bridge. This is new. Okay, they didn't show anything new. Is that it?
Now, the latest news from Capcom.
Yeah, there's so many games. Monster Hunter Wilds, Monster Hunter Now, Monster Hunter Bridge
offering popular titles at
and then you've got all the other games that still exist. The Iceborne expansion that
Tokyo Game
came
Show
out.
2024, we have discounts on
Yeah,
Monster Hunter
Iceborne.
World and Iceborne.
And
Alongside
World as well.
Monster Hunter Stories on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, and Steam. On sale for the first time. In addition to Dragon's Dogma 2, we also have Street Fighter 6.
I think I tried to play one Monster Hunter game, the PSP one.
And other Capcom
So that would have been
games
one
on
of the
sale
first.
for a limited time. Please check it out.
I think it was just because I think I just kind of ignored them because after I didn't really like the original, but...
And now,
ooh, what is
an
this?
announcement from the Ace Attorney series.
Product introduction.
On
Ace
the date
Attorney.
shown,
I know
a
that
product
guy.
introduction trailer is planned for release. Whether you're already a fan of the Ace
What
Attorney
is this?
series or have yet to play it, this introduction trailer will give you the lowdown on the Ace Attorney series. Please look forward to it.
Please, you
We're
Ace Attorney.
excited to kick off
No,
another season of
nothing.
Street Fighter League,
Oh.
the official team tournament for the latest title in the series,
Okay.
Street Fighter 6. This season, Street Fighter League Japan welcomes new teams
Why?
Crazy Raccoon, Fukushima
Can we please get a new Ace Attorney
and Yogi
title?
Reject.
Please,
A total of
please,
12 teams will
Capcom.
compete in Street Fighter League
I
Japan.
know that we have so many
Street
other
Fighter League
successful
US and
games.
Europe
Like I
return
want a
later this
new.
year,
I want my
each with
Resident
6
Evil
teams.
games. I love Street
And don't
Fighter.
miss the Street
like the
Fighter
new
League
game.
World Championship at Capcom
But
Cup
can we
11.
please get a new Ace
Champions
Attorney?
from each
Please,
region will clash
Capcom,
to crown the
please.
ultimate champion. Capcom Pro Tour 2024 continues as an intense 1v1 tournament series. Players qualifying through offline or
Oh, do you mean like
regional
the
tournaments
anime
compete
series?
at Capcom
Like
Cup
a...
11. This
I
epic
mean, I would
showdown
be
will be at
opposed to
Yogo
that. I haven't watched
Budokan
them,
Sumo
but,
Arena, birthplace of SF Esports, with a grand prize of $1 million. Players from all over the world, both professional and amateur, can still participate.
I mean, at least give me the
For tournament
crossover,
details,
please.
check the official Capcom
Give me a crossover.
Esports
Give me the
channel.
crossover game.
This is all
Especially
the
since there's a
information
new
we have
Layton
for
game
today.
coming out next year
I
that
would
they
like
actually
to
show
end
gameplay
by
of
showing videos of our
in the
featured
Level 5
titles and
conference,
say
like-
goodbye. Thank you for watching.
That was it. Oh. I feel kind of let down. I just want to play the Layton Phoenix crossover. I haven't actually played the original one yet. But with the new Layton game coming out next year, I was kind of holding out hope that maybe we would get another Ace Attorney title. Because we only have that crossover left to come out, and that's it. At least I've got Ace Attorney Investigations to look forward to, because I have not played either of those games before. And, the second game will be at least unique to anyone who hasn't like had to view a fan translation. Like obviously the fan translation exists, but man. Welcome in, Time Loss. Hope you're doing well today. I was in your stream a little bit earlier. You had a good amount of views before. I think you're pushing forward for that affiliate. Oh, the Ace Attorney anime changed a lot of stuff. Yeah, that's a bit questionable. Yeah, just keep it the way that it is. The games are fine. They don't need to be changed. I followed you already, actually. We spoke in Survivor's stream yesterday. Remember? I gave you the follow. I was in your stream actually. I was in your stream earlier. I just wasn't. I was just lurking around. I was just looking around actually, so yeah. We'll try and get you to that affiliate goal, you know. Yeah, they did change a lot of stuff, I guess, but I'm not really happy about that. But if they're gonna change things, just keep it the way that it is. Did you ever see the Ace Attorney live action film? Am I using an emulator? No, this is, I just downloaded this straight off of, I downloaded the video straight off of YouTube. This is an actual conference and stuff, but no, it's not an emulator. Like, this happened last night. I just was, I was behind. This is all just, this is like an actual conference that happened last night. The Tokyo Game Show actually happened. So we're just checking out any of the trailers and stuff that they showed before we, thing, because... Yeah, I like looking at these trailers and breaking them down. Well, not even breaking them down, just like... seeing what stuff is coming for the future. Like, I remember playing all these Marvel vs. Capcom games when I was a kid and like on the PS1 and stuff. Just button mashing because I had no clue how to play fighting games at the time. And I don't think we're gonna get anything like this again because of Marvel's, like, I don't even think Marvel wants their characters to be in fighting games unless it's something that they already are working on. I get that feeling. So I didn't even know that this game existed, that there was a Punisher, fighting game, like a... Okay. Yeah, I think they took the digital version away because of, licensing, maybe. Because, are you talking about Infinite? If you bought the digital, hang on a second, if you bought the digital version, you should still own it. You should still be able to own it, unless you've deleted it off your system. Like, I'm not sure how that works necessarily. If you already have bought the actual digital copy, you should always have it. You should have access to it in your library somewhere. If it's if that's how it's supposed to work, anyway. Yeah, usually if you bought it already, are you talking about PlayStation or like Xbox or something like that? Because if you've already bought the game, I'm fairly certain you can go into like your oh, it's out of the library now. Okay, so they just straight up deleted it. That's That's unfortunate. I don't know why they would do that. That sucks. Like, who wants to... Why would they do that? I don't know why they would do that. It's one thing to remove it off the marketplace, it's another, or the store, it's another thing to delete it out of someone's library entirely. That's a bit questionable. I'm not sure how long this has, actually. Might as well just keep it on. I think it has like 5 minutes, we'll keep it on. That's really bad. If they just delete it out of your library. Yes, I am using VLC for this, because it's just much easier.
He mentioned something about research for a story. Frank West.
Remember that name, because the whole world's gonna know it in 3 days.
I didn't think that they would be allowed to do that. Be able to say, hey, you bought this product, we're gonna physically delete it out of your library so you can't download the, you can't re-download it. They've done so good with this remaster. Everything looks so much more realistic. It looks like the game came out right now. Okay, they're just replaying the old, Okay, here we go. Here we get a little preview of Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. Get to play as the best prosecutor, Edgeworth. Ooh! Gumshoe's back, and we get to play as him. Nice. I've never played these games before, but I like the moving around and stuff. I like this. Oh my, okay, here we go. Here come your adversaries in the courtroom. The guy looks like he's straight out of like a motorcycle game or something. Francisca is back? Francisca's back? Yes! Yes, please. Oh. Someone else is here. Who else have we got? Come on, show me some more people. Objection. Those from Edgeworth's past. We haven't met this character before. Like, he's our assistant, I guess. Objection. Wait, his father's back? Interesting. We only know him from the, Case 4 in the first game. His father is back. Very, very interesting. I'm looking forward so much to playing this game. I've still got to beat still got to beat, what's it called? That's it, actually. I've still got to beat the, DLC case for Spirit of Justice. Which that looks like it's going to be very wacky. I'm going to avoid spoilers, obviously, because I don't want to talk about the spoilers. But yeah, that's the last case. I have just that to go, and then we can start working on. Investigations Collection. I've never played it before. But yeah, like it was an alright Capcom conference. Like, again, Street Fighter looked really good, with Terry being included. Ace Attorney stuff. I have my copy. I'm looking forward to that when that comes around. I can't wait to play that. And I mean, I guess for a lot of other people, it'll also be their first experience with those, with the second game at least, because it never got the English release. Monster Hunter looks like it could be interesting. Sadly, no Resident Evil news. I was hoping for Code Veronica or Zero remakes to be confirmed. something for RE9, but I guess we'll have to wait till next year now. Yeah, just not really all that much left to really talk about with the thing. Again, solid Tokyo Game Show. Good to see Professor Layton. That looked really nice. Looking forward to that next year. A whole bunch of you know, stuff for Xbox that's coming. At least, well, stuff that you normally wouldn't see at Xbox was at Xbox because of a lot of stuff that's happening with Square Enix and things like that. Pachirisu in chat. No. Alright, I don't really know if I have much else to really say. Like, again, just a solid... Sega has a conference later tonight. I'm probably not going to watch it. I'll probably just get back to my... I want to get back onto Spirit of Justice, finish that DLC off, or at least, you know, see how far we can go, considering how long the Dual Destinies DLC was. That took me about 3 streams to get through. So we might not be through with it next stream. But I might take a bit of a break after Apollo Justice to you know, set up everything for investigations. But you can look forward to that sometime soon, hopefully. Assuming that my Tomb Raider copy doesn't arrive for the Tomb Raider Remastered collection stuff. Hopefully that, if that arrives sooner, I might play that first. If it doesn't, then I might play Investigations first. I haven't decided. It's going to be one or the other. It all depends on space. It depends on other things that I out of my control, kind of, sort of, maybe, not really sure, but okay, that's pretty much it. It's pretty much it for today. I wanted to get these finished, get my thoughts out. It's been good. Been a good stream, I guess I would say. I really enjoyed doing this with everyone, so yeah, tomorrow's stream, back to regular scheduled content, I think. Unless the Sega Outlet stream goes longer than like an hour, which it probably won't, because all the rest of them haven't. I will probably just stick with good old Spirit of Justice, finish that DLC off, or at least try to if I have enough time. And then, future plans, either Edgeworth Investigation Collection or Lara Croft Remastered 1, 2, and 3, because I've not played those games in a long, long time. So expect that potentially. And that also give me some time to work on more of my channel point stuff, emotes, things, sub badges, etc., etc. I really want to get onto that. I really want to make sure that I, you know, get these affiliate things going, because again, it's only been a week. But I want to try and get my foundation, everything settled, so I can then start figuring out, hey, what do I do next to figure out what else I can add to the stream going forward. So, yeah, that is pretty much it for today's stream. So, with all that being said, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Every like, comment, and subscription on this video gets closer to monetization on YouTube. Helps my content for everyone, helps my content before it's what needs to find. I upload my past packs as well as Let's Plays and Let's Plats to my YouTube channel. Also got a games list for all of the games I've played and streamed so far, all in a neat organized playlist. YouTube is being a butt right now and not letting me send my links through, so I have to do it through here, because it's just much easier to do it. You can find all the all playlists for VODs that you might have missed, as well as speedrun stuff, all that other thing as well. I upload everything to YouTube, because I only have 14 days before my streams get deleted off of Twitch. And if you prefer to watch on YouTube, they are available there as well. Because not everybody... my time zone is really bad. Time zone is really awful for most people. So, yeah. That is just the way that it is. That is just the way it's always been. It's either 9 hours or... everyone's usually asleep when I'm streaming. But, hey. What can you do? What can you do? It just is like that. Working on more Plat by Plat settlements of games we have the Platinum Trophy for, as well as switching things up to games on the Switch. All of my follower goals and subscriber goals are on hold at the moment, at least until I get my settlement down on these affiliate things to get the channel points done, the redeems for you know, all that sort of stuff, emotes, sub badges, etc., etc. Get all that sorted. Hopefully we can figure something out. Obviously more plans and stuff that I wanted to do. But yeah, the Live stuff is gonna need some updating. Persona 5 Tactical speedrun's about halfway through. The Octopath Traveler stuff is about 2/8 through, 2 Travelers through, I guess I would say. The Let's Go EV speedrun I've got to do. I've got to do the Octopath Traveler individual level stuff, which I already mentioned. I've got to do the Live challenge runs for the Pacifist and Genocide route for the Edo Japan chapter. I have a lot on my plate, but I've got that on pause at the moment. Let's get a notification when I go over, which went on YouTube. Follow or subscribe to me on Twitch. At 20 subscribers, I should say, I'm doing a Super Mario RPG Remake speedrun. Also, by subscribing, you get ad-free content. I do have ads that play every half an hour. About a minute and a half every half an hour. Obviously, if you want to support that, you can do that as well. I will be getting some channel point redeems done, emotes done, sub badges done. Also, if you don't want to subscribe, you can get ad block. I only need to play the ads. I don't need to actually have everyone watch them. So, ad block also works too. Or if you just like to watch the ads and support me, then that also helps out as well. So, hey, I don't really mind how the support comes. Raids, follows, subscriptions, but bits. All sorts of ways. There's all sorts of ways to help out. I am trying to help out others get to affiliate as well. I need to try and figure out what I'm doing. I should also mention this as well. Every Monday for me, Sunday for most others, we'll be trying to do Jackbox streams, weekly streams for community stuff, for networking, for just, hey, if you want to have a good time, if you want to meet some new people, if you are looking for other people who might play similar games to you, you know, I want to help out and introduce you to as many people as possible. That way we can all grow and network together. As well, and you also get a notification when I go over to on Twitch. Follow me on Twitter, to be notified when I go live, show me on Discord. I will send you an invite to my friend's Discord server. If I can spell this correctly, because I can't spell today. 2,000 members still going strong, play gamers discuss as well. I'm very active there, you should get a notification when I go over as well. Also, I have my friend Kat's stream in the links as well. She is currently trying to get as many people in this Discord as possible, just so that, you know, we can have better networking, make some new friends. Hey, there might be some people who play games that are similar to you. There might be some, you know, in general, just, like, want to try and help out as many people as possible. I feel like in a very helping mood after reaching my affiliate goal and having so many people drag me to that. So I want to try and help out as much as possible with that, too. Also, I realized the ad is about to happen, but we're about to finish anyway, so if you're interested in my who created my stream overlay, do some future content going forward, you can find a link down below for that as well. Alright, before we head out, if I can raid somebody, let's see who's online. I will probably end up raiding Jomini. He was in here earlier. If anyone has any raid requests, I do have them, but let's see if there's anyone online right now. I think I'll probably raid Jomini. Because he was in here earlier, and he's just trying to get to affiliates, so let's help him out a bit. Why not? Why not? Let's, you are live. Okay, let's send everyone over to them. They are playing some Trials of Mana for the first time. So, playing some Trials of Mana for the first time. Give them a follow, help them out a bit. Yeah, I will see you all in the next stream. Thank you everyone for watching, and with all that being said, have a good day, night, wherever you all are, and I will see you all in the next stream.